Hello, everybody. Happy Friday to you. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. My name is Todd. This is your first time here. This is the reaction stream. We react to member-requested videos off of toddreacts.com. Welcome in, Hunter. Welcome in, everybody. I'm glad you're here. I am very glad you're here. We got a good one for you. We even got a little help from the one and only Ribena. Ribena's here. No idea how that's going to be, but we will try it. We will definitely try it. We got some amazing videos, but first, if you would like to request the videos in future reaction streams, you certainly can. toddreacts.com is the website. All the tiers you see before you are video requesting tiers, so go ahead and check all of them out. There's minor differences here and there, depending on how many videos and etc. So go ahead and check those out. And, of course, while you're on the website, check out the winter collection of merch available right now. 15% off for members. Ships worldwide. And quality is guaranteed on every single order. So go ahead and check those out. And, of course, we have the accessories as well. So those are there. Check it out at your leisure. And spend as much time as you want there. That's the beauty of that store, is that you can spend as much time as you want there. Nobody's going to come along and ask you if they can help you with anything. You can just browse. It's great. What's up, Moon Carrot? Welcome in. And if you're watching at a later date or you're watching live via Twitch and have no idea that this is a YouTube channel, you can go ahead and check that out. Todd Reacts on YouTube, of course. Over 14,600 wonderful people have already hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it greatly. Totally free and easy way to support the channel. I appreciate it. There's over 1,200. That's a lot of me. There's over 1,200 videos, reaction videos on there. So go ahead and check those out if you haven't already. Check out the playlists as well. There's tons of them for everything you could possibly want. So if you're looking for something specific, maybe it's there. So go ahead and subscribe. I appreciate it. And of course, on the website, real quick, this is kind of new, so I keep talking about it for a little bit now, but I won't talk about it forever. There is a queue on the website, so you can actually see what is coming up on the old stream. Check that out. So you can see what's coming up, and if you don't see something you want on there and you really have an opinion about it, I made it super easy. I put the sign-up links right under it, so it's kind of a one-stop shop there. So go ahead and check that out. See what's on the horizon. I appreciate it. All righty. And last but certainly not least, I almost moved on, but I didn't. I want the record to show I did not. I almost did. The Discord, the Todd Reacts Discord server is free. It's available. It's free and available. Yes, it's free and available. It's available everywhere. Links are literally everywhere. It's on the website in the top right. It's under every single video on YouTube. It's on the Twitch profile. It's on the YouTube profile. It's everywhere. So you will find it, I guarantee. Go ahead and join us. We are closing in on 300 amazing, super awesome, super nice members. Friends have been made, all that good stuff. And there's always somebody awake. Always. So if you want to talk at a random hour of the day, chances are there's somebody awake, and maybe it's their morning time. Who knows? So go ahead and check out all the fandom channels we got. If you don't see one that you want, just let us know. We'll make it for you. It's a nice, easy way to do that. And then we have fun community posts where you can get to know each other and all that good stuff. We are nice and welcoming. Come join us. Indeed. Indeed. Look at that. A beautiful recommendation right there. All righty. Okay, like I said, we have 5 amazing member-requested videos for you today. We're going to start off with Glee. Every Warbler song ranked according to the editor of this compilation. And then after that, we have a CARLANDO Best Moments, and that's Lando, Norris, and Carlos Sainz Formula One drivers, if you're unfamiliar. And then after that, we have an Orange, which is a manga, which I believe turned into an anime. Hiroto Suwa, I think, is how you pronounce that. It's total guess. And then after that, we are going back. It might technically be winter right now, but we're going back to summer. And not just any summer. It's the summer I turned pretty, okay? It's the summer I turned pretty. It's going to be Belly and Jeremiah. And I know what some of you are thinking. Oh, really? Belly and Jeremiah? Well, yes, there are some people that really enjoy the jelly existence. Maybe they thought jelly were endgame. They're out there. I swear. I promise you they're out there. I've read their posts. I know they exist. And we will finish stream and kick off your hopefully very fun, interesting, awesome wedding weekend. Why did I say wedding? Your wedding. Congratulations. I hope I'm invited. Kick off your weekend. That's the word I was looking for. Dan and Phil, do we regret revealing our relationship? Ooh. That's a good one. I'm assuming they do not. Although it probably did bring it usually does bring kind of unintended consequences. That's just the nature of life. But I'm assuming they feel much better about just everything. Everything. Literally everything. And like I said, we have a nice little Ribena to join us and to christen the Dan and Phil reaction. It's their first podcast episode. Nice. Oh, okay. Dang. Looking forward to that. It's a long one. It's a bit of a long one. It's 42 minutes. So it'll, get ready for the end of the stream. I have my refreshment. Get yours. But yeah, those are the videos. And I hope it's a good one for you. I hope you enjoy it so much. I'm definitely looking forward to this. I've been looking forward to this for a couple of days now. And it's not just the Ribena, I swear. Although I am looking forward to that. It's been sitting in the fridge for like a week. And I was supposed to do it last time. I was supposed to do it Monday. And I completely forgot about it. And as soon as I ended stream, I went to the fridge. And I was like, no. No, I forgot it. Because it was staring me right in the face. If I had just looked at the fridge before stream at any time. Oh, gosh. All right. Alrighty, let's jump into the first one. Just a quick shout out here. I would like to shout out all, I think it's 200 and some odd, 294 members or 3 members of the Discord. I appreciate you greatly. I had some experience in a different Discord, and some of the people are just horrendous. I had no idea that I was being completely spoiled by the Todd Reacts community, I guess you could call it. The kindness and openness and sweetness and everything you could possibly imagine that's positive. It was interesting. I almost forgot how horrendous the open world might be. It was very strange. It didn't totally ruin an experience, but it was interesting, to say the least. So I would like to shout out all the Discord members for being so pleasant and amazing and awesome and great. You are truly, truly awesome, and I appreciate you so much. So thank you for that. Yes, let's jump into the first one. Maybe I'll touch a little bit more on that later. But let's jump into the first one. It is every Warbler song ranked, according to me. And who is me? It's Lyle the Water Aquatic Guy. It's the name of the channel, I swear. All right, let's bring it up. And let's see what we got here. Before we jump into this, I suppose I should say I never watched Glee. It was definitely remember seeing commercials about it. I remember seeing, those little ads that would run at the bottom of the screen, like Glee, new episode, Sundays at 8 or whatever. And I never checked it out. And I'm looking back going, I missed so much comedic gold by not watching that show that now I just watch it and I go, dang, I missed the moment. I missed the moment. You can always go back. You can always watch it. And, time is relevant, of course. But I was like, dang, it was so big. And I completely ignored it. And it's one of those things where I'm just like, oh, man, I could have been in the moment, enjoying the cultural phenomenon kind of thing. And I just completely bypassed it. So I've been enjoying seeing Glee as of late. So kudos to the members that keep requesting it. I appreciate it. Let's see these songs. Well, it was an experience in time, indeed. It seems like it.
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? You've been hit by, you've been struck by a smooth criminal. Because you walk pretty, because you talk pretty, because you make me sick, and I'm not.
What's going on, Mia? I requested this vid, but changed it last minute. Oh my gosh. Can you... There's no links available in the chat here, but can you send it via the Discord real quick? I'll swap it out. All right. Let's see here. I will definitely swap it out. Just send it in the Discord, and I will swap it. So anyway, about that or Discord, I was invited. Very, cool, awesome. Another creator invited me. I was like, cool, I'll join. I'll see what it's like. Whoa, different experience. I was not prepared. Lots of toxicity, lots of passive aggressiveness. I was like, what is happening? It was very strange. Extremely strange, actually. So I am appreciative of the Discord for all you are and all you are not. You all are not toxic like that. And I appreciate it. Actually, you know what? Instead of... You sent it? Okay. Which channel is the question? Is there a Glee channel? Did I make a Glee channel? I can't remember if I did or not. I sent it. Hope you got it. Message to you. Oh, on the website. On the website? Let's see. Oh, there it is. There it is. I got it. I got it. Okay, swapping it out now. Thank you for your patience, everybody. Appreciate it. Don't want to react to the wrong video. That would not be good. All right, here we go. Here we go. Glee ranking every Warbler's song. No problem at all. Just want to make sure I'm reacting to the right one.
Blow the candles out. Looks like a solo tonight. I'm beginning to see the light. Blow the candles out. Looks like a solo tonight. But I think I'll be a baby right. I want your love.
Oh my gosh, classic. Classic song.
All I know is that to me, you look like you're lots of fun. Open up your loving arms, watch out, here I come. You spin me right round, baby, right around. Gonna coming off for the lights, Sharona. Never gonna stop, give it up. Such a dirty man, I always get it up. For the touch of the younger kind, mine.
The faces of the other members is hilarious.
I don't wanna miss a single thing you do tonight. When you can cut a rug, watching you's the only drug I need. So gangster, I'm so thug. You're the only one I'm dreaming of. You say I can be myself till finally.
I'm not gonna lie, that song when it came out was everywhere. got so tired of it, but now I can listen to it, and it's great.
Blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. You were on.
Great song. Classic.
How can I win? How can I win? Where will I be? Where will I be tomorrow? Tears it apart, leaving me pain and sorrow. Your butt is mine. Don't take you right. Just show your face.
A lot of the 2000 songs were so prominent in Glee. I bet they were. It's like perfect timing. They just immortalized so many.
Pick up your will and put on your face. If you need to, just take my hand. It's time to demonstrate. Don't hesitate.
I didn't know the Flash was in Glee
Just
Club.
get up and say, yes, I can. Come on, baby.
It's so weird because I was introduced to the Flash before I was this. So I was like, what?
Here we go again. Say goodbye to my heart tonight. Exactly what is happening. If you want my body, and you think I'm sexy, come on, sugar, let me know. If you really need me, just
Is that Rod Stewart? I think it is, right? I saw the Flash. I knew Greg Gustin from Glee. That's wild.
I'd like to know, 'cause here I go again.
I mean, how can you beat this? So I'm excited to see the top 13 because this is pretty good.
Won't you come on and raise the glass? Just come on and raise your glass.
Oh, you gotta tip on the tightrope. Yeah, tip on the tightrope. Baby, baby, whether you're high or low. Baby, whether you're high or low.
Okay, I stand corrected. That's pretty good.
Baby, let me see your tightrope. Let me hear. Oh.
This could be the end of go. My whistle ready to blow. Shorty don't even know she can get any further low. Told me she's not a pro, it's okay, it's under control. Show me soprano, 'cause girl you can handle the music. Yeah, you can make a whistle with the music. If you ain't got no wishes, you can do it. Even if it don't fit, you never lose it. Can you blow my whistle?
Okay.
Can you feel it?
Unsung hero of Glee choreography.
No. If you love me, come on, get involved. Feel it rushing through you from your head to toe. No. When you look at me, just one touch. Now, baby, I believe this is real. So don't ever look back. Don't ever look back.
That song had the world in a vice grip. It's incredible how much that song was everywhere. Is we so iconic? True. Very true. It's a good song.
Turn the lights out now. Now I'll take you by the hand. Hand you another drink. Drink it if you can. Can you spend a little time? Time is slipping away. Away from us, so stay. Stay with me, I can make you glad you came. The sun goes down, the stars come out. On my house, on my job, on my loot, shoes, my voice, my crew, my mind, my father's last name. When I get you alone, when I get you, you know, babe. When I get you alone, when I get you alone, oh, when I get you alone. Oh, silly me, why haven't I found another?
I did not see this song.
Hey, my telephone bills. I don't think you do. So
I did not see that song coming. Wow.
can you pay my bills? Can you pay my time? We're about to make some memories tonight. I wanna live while we're young. We wanna live while we're young. Let's go crazy, crazy, crazy till we see the sun. I know we only met, but let's pretend it's love. And nothing. Everybody's got a dark side. Do you love?
1D indeed.
Can you love mine?
It took me a second. I was not a 1D. I was not a directioner, so I was like, wait, who's that? My apologies to all the directioners out there.
With my dark side.
I eventually got it though. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, baby, all I need is one more chance. Won't you please let me in back in your heart? Oh, darling, I was blind to let you go. Now since I've seen you in his zone.
Out of context, this would be so weird. So strange. Imagine out of context, you are Darren Criss, and there is a group of male singers in front of you doing a choreography dance and singing at you. Not to you, at you. That would be so wild to see. That's that suspension of disbelief right there. Want him to come back to the Warblers? I mean, how can you beat Uptown Girl? That is such a classic Billy Joel. Ooh, that was a smooth ending. Smooth ending. Oh my gosh. Good way to end it. Link down below in the YouTube video description for the original video. Go through it. Some much deserved love. And also check out their channel. They might have other videos that might interest you. Maybe they have other rankings. Who knows? But let's look up some Dalton Academy Warbler information, shall we? That was a good list. Such a good list. Lot of, yeah, I mean, it makes sense, right? It's a moment in time. It captures those songs, the essence, all those songs that were coming out. I will say this. Those 2000s, it was banger city. Like, they were coming out with amazing songs over and over and over. A lot of upbeat, a lot of positive. We did have some pop punk and all that stuff. So we did have kind of the emotional music as well. But there was a lot. Like, mainstream pop was just going off. I will say, these days, it doesn't quite feel the same. There's not as much like uplifting, upbeat. And I don't know if that's entirely accurate. I'm sure there's upbeat, uplifting songs out there, but it seems like the top 40 or wherever, those lists kind of go, it's not quite the same. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's just a sign of the times, but it just is what it is. I will say K-pop Demon Hunters was quite a refreshing note for the music industry here. Certainly in the States. It was, it took the world by storm, and it certainly shook up kind of everything. So it was nice to see them win some Grammys. That was nice. Dalton Academy Warblers, fictional a cappella glee club from the private school Dalton Academy, located in Westerville, Ohio. First introduced in the episode Never Been Kissed. Episode also introduced recurring guest star Darren Criss as Blaine, lead singer and junior member of the group, performing a cover version of Katy Perry's Teenage Dream with Chris on lead vocals. Nice. That was the first one. Dang, starting off very strong. Catchy songs are different nowadays. Yeah, they are very different. Different indeed. Singles by the Warblers with series star Chris and Chris. Could you tell the difference? Did I enunciate correctly? Performing lead vocals have collectively sold over 1.3 million copies through March 2011. First album, Glee, The Music Presents The Warblers, released by Columbia Records, debuted at number 2 on the U.S. Billboard 200 and number 1 on the soundtracks chart, selling 86,000 copies in the first week. That's impressive. That is absolutely impressive. Somebody posted 5 years ago in the Glee Reddit. How do you feel about the Warblers? I was listening to my Glee playlist, and a Warblers song came on, sending me down a rabbit hole of their scenes on YouTube. Just in case you were wondering why I'm bringing this up now, after years, I personally love them. I find their performances super entertaining and really, really talented. They also get chaotic and hilarious later on, which makes their scenes really enjoyable. Blaine fit in better with the Warblers and Dalton Academy, but I sort of prefer them without him. Choreography improved a lot, and the performances were more interesting. Nothing against Blaine, by the way. Good disclaimer there. He's probably my favorite character and an amazing singer. The Warblers with Sebastian and Hunter were better, in my opinion, better choreography, better arrangements, etc. Absolutely hate that they use steroids to cheat at season 4 sectionals. If the actors could do all the great choreography and completely in sync for that performance, why couldn't the Warblers do that at every competition? Rhetorical question. Interesting. Top comment says, I'm short. They left much to be desired. I wanted a cappella performances, but that wasn't it. In my opinion, the acapellas did a cappella better. Acapellas are better than Warblers. The Warblers just always sound so auto-tuned to me. And then somebody said, all of Glee sounds auto-tuned. Well, yeah, duh. Most albums are produced, right? And in the production process, they alter some things, right? They enhance, they take away, they add. That's music 101 at this point. And even back, way back in the day, they were still, changing sounds and all that stuff. It was just done more, offline. What is the word I'm looking for? More manual, no, that's not it. Oh gosh, what is that word I'm looking for? Oh, not digital. Oh, whatever. It'll come to me one of these days. Warblers also had Riker Lynch as one of the members. Really? No way. Oh, yeah. You know what's funny? I was introduced to the Lynch family from Rydell's vlogs, family vlogs. All of a sudden, because I had seen Ross in a I had seen Ross in a movie. I think it was called Status Update. It was on Amazon Prime to begin with, I think. And all of a sudden I was watching this Rydell, her family and her kids and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden Ross shows up and I'm like, wait, what? It's like a weird moment of like, wait, what? I've seen him before and he was an actor and oh, she's related. What? It was very strange. It was very strange. And then I found out, oh, it's a whole family of like musicians and talented people. It's pretty awesome. Unapologetically loved the Warblers. Their traditionalism and stiffness contrasted with Kurt's eccentricity was comedy gold. I hate Sebastian, but even he was enough to ruin the Warblers for me. I love them. Wow. Also, his complete Flanderization, but all the gay jokes in season 6 had me rolling. I imagine you two will sleep inside one another. Quote, I've just been informed by Tristan or Crispin or Montague or something equally gay. I found them good in season 2, okay in season 3, and after that they were boring and repetitive. Never realized how funny they were until I watched a video on them, so it's kind of weird, like, we're kind of going up and down. It's like a roller coaster of comments here, where it's like, oh, I hated it, they were boring. Oh, they were hilarious. I watched videos on them. I love them. And it's just like, what is... Hey, everybody's got an opinion, right? Everybody's got favorites. Everybody's got, favorite pairings, favorite people, favorite couples, favorite groups. Just is what it is. Sebastian was a great villain. Nice. Very nice. I love them with the passion of 1,000 suns. There you go. That's a good way to end it. 1,000 suns. Darren Criss shares what he knew about Warblers spinoff Glee creator Ryan Murphy passed on. Oh, there's going to be a spinoff. Darren Criss won over hearts as Blaine on Glee. 35-year-old singer introduced himself as the leader of the Warblers, a Glee club, and McKinley High's New Directions faced off against. However, he was impossible to dislike with his preppy style and love for a cappella Katy Perry covers. It was even easier to like him when he switched teams and started dating Chris' character, Kurt. As a matter of fact, Darren's character was so beloved that Glee creator Ryan Murphy recently revealed that he was pitched the idea to do a Warblers-themed spin-off. Wow. They really did want to do a Darren Criss Dalton Warblers spin-off, Ryan told Kevin McHale and Jenna Ushkovitz during an appearance on their podcast. We were talking about doing a Warblers spin-off, but I said I didn't have the bandwidth. I should have done it, actually. Looking back on it, what I wouldn't kill to have done that show, because it would have been great. Dang. Oh my gosh. If you're a fan of Glee, that quote has got a sting. That has got to be one of the worst. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine? Imagine if you're not a fan of Glee or you never watched Glee, imagine your favorite show. And the creator of that show said, yeah, they brought me a spinoff and they were interested in it, but I didn't have the time. But looking back, honestly, I should have done it. I would have done it and it would have been great. And it's just like, oh, come on. Come on. Oh, that's got to be brutal. Darren revealed how much he knew about the offer during a recent appearance on the same podcast. Basically, he didn't know much at all. The actor told Kevin and Jenna they didn't recall talking about the offer with Ryan, at least definitely not in a serious capacity. Whatever he said is what is the thing. I had no idea. I think he probably thought about it, but I think Ryan thinks about a lot of things. True. I didn't know they wanted to do a spinoff. Oh my God. Isn't that crazy? Breaking news. Darren confirmed that he heard about it for the first time when Ryan made the revelation in 2022. Oh my. Oh, that's brutal. Ryan Murphy said he would have done the Glee spinoff that he turned down. He should have done it. Oh. That's brutal. That is so brutal. So brutal. The only time I ever said no was in the middle of the 3rd season. They really did want to do a Darren Criss Dalton Warblers spinoff. We were talking about doing a Warblers spinoff, but I said I didn't have the bandwidth. Of course, I just read this. looking back on it, what I wouldn't kill to have done that show. What I wouldn't kill to have done that show. Oh, that's brutal. Warblers were first introduced to Glee fans in season 2. Acapella group also joined the Glee World Tour after the second season. They had their own album, of course, that we read. I think it was 86,000 copies in the first week. I believe it was 86. Might have been 89. That is, well, that's heartbreaking. That is absolutely heartbreaking. If you were a fan of that show, and to hear the creator going, what I wouldn't give to go back and do the spinoff that they wanted, the network probably. I'm sure they did, honestly. It was raking in crazy views. Unbelievable views. What was the, let me look that up real quick. It was crazy views. It was, let's see, average total viewers, including DVR, millions. So the first season averaged 9 million viewers. Second season, 10 million viewers. Third season, 8, 4, and then 3. So it really dropped off after season 4. But it was still doing quite well when they brought up the potential spinoff of the Warblers. That's unreal. Oh boy. Great songs. I love a lot of those songs. And honestly, I don't think I'm in the minority here, but I really like covers of songs. Acoustic covers, certainly. I find those to be fascinating. Even if it's like a hard metal, or not hard metal, but rock and roll kind of song, and you get people to like acoustic guitar cover it. I think it's always sounds incredibly beautiful. I don't know if you've ever heard of the group Boyce Avenue, but they have covered pretty much everything. And boy, they were frankly my favorite cover band for a lot of years. They could do no wrong. Like, they made the originals sound not as good, weirdly. Like, as long as you got a great voice and you're able to kind of orchestrate a acoustic version of a very popular song, I think people will gravitate towards it. It's different. It's interesting. It's less overproduced. There are a lot of artists that just way overproduce their songs, and sometimes it's not the artist, sometimes it's the producers, of course. But it's unfortunate that, sometimes they're just way too overdone, too electronic, too non-natural sounds. There's something really quite wonderful about an a cappella group. It's just voices. It's just voices, and they make it sound phenomenal. Pentatonics, indeed. Pentatonics is amazing. Truly class act. And the fact that they're able to do, kind of the beats and stuff like that on top of the singing as well. I would rather listen to 80 hours of that than 80 hours of the top 40 pop songs. Because after a while, all that production and electronic, manipulation and whatnot, auto-tune, it's going to get to me. There's just something really beautiful about just the solo voice. If you can sing solo without all that extra production, you are just phenomenal. Like, I don't know if you've ever went to a concert and you were expecting like CD, I'm aging myself, MP3, like streaming quality to an artist, and then you get there and it's like, what happened to their voice? Why do they sound like that? I hate that. I absolutely hate it. I absolutely hate it because I'm expecting greatness, right? Song's great, sounds great on the radio, sounds great, everywhere else you could hear it, streaming it, whatever. And then you get to the concert and you're just like, I don't know what they did to that art person. Is this a clone? What is this? But it's just, if you can pull off a cappella or singing without any sort of overproduction or whatever, like people for the longest time thought, and this is the craziest thing, people for the longest time thought T-Pain could not sing at all. Just Mr. Auto-Tune, can't sing, it, just always electric. And then he started singing live without auto-tune, and people were just blown away. Blown away, because they're like, oh, I guess he doesn't technically need it. It's just incredible. So if you can pull off a live singing concert or whatever, my respect for you goes way up. Way up. Same thing with musicians, of course. But musicians, it's kind of hard to fake that. It's really hard to fake it. So chances are they're usually pretty good live as well. But boy, it's hit or miss. It's hit or miss with the singers these days. All right, let's move on to the next one. It is CARLANDO Moments to Boost Your Day. All right. Hey, it's Friday. We could go for a boost. We could definitely use a boost. A little later, we got the Ribena, but right now we could use a little boost. Let's jump into it.
I say let's, you say get, I say this, you say button, you say start. You want to try it? All right.
Oh, gosh.
Let's get this party started.
Risotto.
Nailed it.
Risotto.
Nailed it immediately.
No.
That was perfect.
Risotto.
Risotto. So good.
Risotto.
I just said that.
No, risotto. Risotto.
Risotto.
Do a bit more like this and go.
I'm missing the hand.
Yeah, risotto.
Risotto.
Better. Zach Brown or Andreas Seidel?
Ron Dennis.
Does he have a beard?
I know.
You would say no, he's not wearing a beard.
He's not wearing a beard.
Like wearing, no, sorry, having a beard.
No.
I know we're waiting for you.
It's much better than your one. So just pretending you can't even feel your
Oh,
arms.
my gosh.
Not that
You know,
salami
this is-
or whatever it is.
No, this is not salami, this is lomo. Like, not like jamon, but
yeah,
nearly.
it's like chorizo.
It's jamon. You need to try it. Please pick up one and try. Mate, trust me, do you like jamon?
No. What's ham on? Ham. What'd you say, ham?
This guy doesn't know what jamon is.
I mean, I'm English. I'm not Spanish.
You don't know what the Spanish ham is.
Mmm.
It's actually pretty good.
Do you know what it tastes to?
I'm not going to lie. I had no idea what
Ah.
jamon was. And I'm like, oh, that's probably ham.
Better. It's a bit.
Apparently, this is like God tier in Spain. It's a pepperoni.
It's a pepperoni.
Oh. Ta-da!
You won't attack me.
Come on. What's his name? What's his name?
You want to spell it?
Hilda. Chew. Now. Howdy.
What's the best you've given me about love?
Yes.
There's a moment in time where I don't think anybody thought you would see two F1 drivers feeding each other. Like, that is not what I pictured Formula One racing when I was growing up. Like, for the longest time, I didn't really watch it because I was just like, oh, this is very stuck up, and, it has that reputation of being very elite, only the elite. And then you actually get into it and you're like, oh, this is great. I like this. And
Well,
the
you said
more
that
we
I
see
took
of
your
these
girlfriend.
drivers, the more I like.
I can answer this for you. Yes. Massive.
Massive what?
Wherein social media team was so good.
Easier to understand.
Mama. Ooh, sorry.
Oh, it's muted because we're supposed to be like we have the sound canceling headphones on. Got it. I don't know why that took me so long. Nailed it. No, I think this is just
It
muted.
smell nice. You said what would it smell like?
Retire the car.
It smells nice.
All right, who would you prefer as a teammate over me?
I don't know. No, I prefer you, to be honest.
Ah, thanks.
That took a while.
Tranquilo, huh?
Break, you son of your mother. Okay. How large are the jugs that you serve beer at Oktoberfest?
The yugs.
The yucks.
Jugs. Jugs.
The Yugs.
How do you say that? Jugs.
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 No, jugs.
I like the way, I prefer the way you say it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fix it.
In
I thought he
which
meant
country
Jaguar,
is the most
like
beer
Jag.
consumed
Your Yogs.
per
Your
person?
Yags.
That's a good question.
Per person.
Per person.
If you were a hot dog, would you eat yourself?
Oh, definitely.
Me llamo Orlando. Mio cumpleaños es el 13 de noviembre.
Tres.
13.
13. 13.
13.
13.
13.
No, 13.
Yeah, I pretty much just said that.
No.
Stop
you
copying.
say 13. 13.
13. Soy Lago.
Lago?
You don't hear that?
Lago is lake.
Yeah.
Soy lago?
What's soy?
I'm a lake?
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. All right, question number 1.
I was like in my
Did you
head,
miss
I'm
me
a
over the
lake.
winter?
What is that?
Tiny bit.
Oh, that's better than nothing, right?
Did you miss me over the winter? Did you miss me over the winter? Did you miss me over the winter?
These
Lando,
deep
did you miss me
pauses
over the
are-
winter?
I enjoyed having some
Lando,
time.
did you miss me over the winter?
Yes.
Okay. You turn up on the black ones.
Of course, because it's teamwear, Carlos. And I'm part of the team.
Phil, who cooked this? Why can we not have this at every race weekend? It's really good. Like, seriously. Phil, why cannot we have this every race weekend?
Phil, who clicked this?
But seriously, this food is amazing.
Cup noodle.
Transfer to Ferrari.
No,
Lando
It
tweeted
has
Soy
no fish,
Lago.
this one. Look, no fish.
It's near a fish.
Look at me. Mate, you need to grow up. You need to mature.
I don't want to mature. I'm happy where I am.
You haven't really even tried it ever in your life.
Don't want to.
What Bing Crosby song is the best-selling Christmas single ever?
Maria Carey.
What is that?
What?
All I want for Christmas.
Which Bing
is
Crosby
you.
song?
Maria Carey.
How do you call her? In Spanish, it's Maria Carey.
Maria Carey.
I'm sorry, but you're wrong.
No, we're obviously
Yeah,
not.
you're wrong. It's Maria Carey.
I didn't even know what you meant. I thought it was some Spanish thing.
If you weren't an F1 driver, what would you be? Golfer.
Either a professional
Oh my
golfer
gosh.
or a successful businessman.
Sexful?
Successful.
Sexyful businessman.
Wow.
Okay. What annoys you most about me? Me that you break late into this corner. But I'm getting sick. Please, window. Careful this change of
Why do you
direction.
open the window? The microphones are going to be recording.
Turn me. What annoys you most about me? Stop
you-
thinking about driving and think about your answers.
Your arrogance.
I am arrogant. No, that's not true. No, I am not arrogant, but okay.
Where are you going?
Oh my gosh.
I'm so scared.
My brother, a couple weeks ago, went to Vegas and he sent a picture of himself at a racetrack standing next to a Ferrari. And I was like, what are you doing? And he goes, I just drove this thing around a racetrack. And I'm like, what? Really? How? And he goes, you can do anything in Vegas.
I hate it. Please, take it easy.
I was like, damn, I'm jealous of that.
This is scary. Turn it off, please. My body doesn't let me.
Right?
I have to leave.
I would
it.
love to take a Ferrari
Yeah, you
around
have
a
to
track.
leave it
That'd be crazy.
I cannot
Also,
do
I would be
retraction
kind of
control.
nervous,
Ever
to be
needed
honest.
to take a mid-race?
No, never.
What, really?
My question is, what kind of safety waiver do you have to sign with that?
Which song? It's not your car.
What? All the way up.
Oh my. Mate, that's a tricky one. Come on. No.
Stop.
Oh my gosh. I think I've reacted to this video before, but it's just like, that car is just ruined. I don't know how you would detail that out.
That's it.
Just
Very good.
milk
Right, go.
everywhere.
And then last code as fast as you can.
You ready?
Stop as quick as you can. Nice. That was pathetic.
Go,
Get
baby!
ready, go. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh gosh. Oh.
Right, backwards.
He's put it all over the steering wheel.
Backwards slowly.
No!
Oh, I like it. I like your style of putting it over his
Mate, how many
side.
cones did you No!
That's it. This is going to be really good now. This could be where it's won or lost. This final stop.
Oh! He threw it. Oh. I forgot about that ending. That's crazy.
Perfect.
You won. I have no milk left in my bottle.
That's
the
so
winner
brutal.
Yeah, this man definitely. El helicóptero. El helicóptero
El helicóptero
no puede
no puede
volar.
volar. The helicopter's got no balls.
No. El helicóptero. El helicóptero no puede.
El helicóptero
El helicóptero no puede volar.
no puede volar.
The helicopter cannot fly.
Are you sure?
Yeah. The helicopter has no balls would be. El helicóptero no
El
tiene
helicóptero
no tiene pelotas
no tiene pelotas.
o bolas.
Bolas.
Bolas is okay.
Helicóptero no.
That's where you get mixed up. You thought volar is bola.
No.
Oh, that, yeah.
Yeah,
the same.
bola.
Yeah, whatever.
I thought I was saying
Fine for balls.
Bolar instead
Okay.
of Volar.
Ciao. Arrivederci. Arigato. Arigato, no. That's thanks in Japanese. This guy is completely.
That's it, folks.
Domo arigato. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The fact that they were a team is just comedic gold. Comedic gold. Gosh. That milk throwing the entire cup onto Lando is just so funny. So funny. I forgot about that. Oh God. I'm so glad we're getting like a front row seat to these drivers, and the drivers are a little younger, and as they get younger, it's more crazy, and I appreciate it greatly. It's bringing this very elite sport to the masses, and making it more relatable, really. Link down below in the YouTube video description for the original video. Go throw it some much deserved love. Also, check out the channel. They might have other videos that might interest you. Maybe they interest you so much you want to request it for stream, and certainly do so. Let's go ahead and bring up some information on CARLANDO, shall we? To my Muppet friend, fun, fast, hard worker, but most importantly, a great guy. See you on the track. Carlos's written message to Lando. slash ship between Carlos Sainz Jr. and Lando Norris from the Formula One fandom. Fanon. Close friends, friendly rivals. Lando's been a F1 driver since 2019, while Carlos since 2015, debuting in Toro Rosso. The two were both announced in 2018 to drive for McLaren for the 2019 season. When Lando made his debut to McLaren Formula One, he met Carlos especially as his teammate. For that year was Carlos. The pairing quickly established a friendship between each other, which their interactions with one another became popular in media. Of course they did. They remained teammates throughout 2019 and 2020, with the latter being the season where both drivers earned their first podiums. Carlos switched teams in 2021 to drive for Ferrari, replacing the outgoing Sebastian Vettel. However, this did not disrupt their friendship. In this season, both drivers managed to secure a front row lockout at the Russian Grand Prix. Before the transfer, Lando was asked if he would miss Carlos. Lando said he wouldn't miss Carlos as they will still be seeing each other in races. Two exchanged helmets with messages 2 years later, and with both drivers staying with their respective teams, Carlos and Lando could cooperate on the track to claim a 1-2 podium at the 2023 Singapore Grand Prix. Although not a part of the same team, the two still hung out, of course, during Formula One activities, such as in other sports like golf. It's awesome. Early tweets from 2012 when Lando was 13, replying to a 17-year-old Carlos resurfaced. The most liked of these was when Lando tweeted out, "Good to see you leading the championship. Did you test BMW when you were 12 or 13? That's so wild. Carlos supported Lando on Instagram when he made his relationship public with a former girlfriend. After the 2024 Miami GP, Carlos congratulated Lando for the first win. Caption, "Congrats, cabron." It's awesome. We love that. Absolutely love it. Sands credits key Carlando moment for preventing him from being dead meat on his way to Singapore victory, 2023. Carlos Sands scored his second ever Grand Prix victory in Singapore in his first of the 23 campaign to break Red Bull's winning streak. But despite starting from pole and leading from lights to flag, it was anything but simple for the Spaniard. An intense race in hot and humid conditions, I bet it was. The pressure was immense from start to finish, as Sands fought to keep the arguably quicker Mercedes of George Russell at bay for much of the evening. He was forced into managing his tires in the early stages to ensure he could make it to the pit stop period with his nose in front. But that paled in insignificance compared to the pressure that came later on. Yikes. Let's see. Fitted under the early safety car is going to take quite the effort to keep them behind in the last handful of laps. Sainz might not have had his teammates as rear gunner, but he had the next best thing, former teammate and best friend Lando Norris in the McLaren. Quote, "That little bit of extra stress at the end I didn't want and didn't need. But wins never come easy, and today we had a bit of everything, and we had to fight for it. We had to be strategic. We had to nail everything. We had to commit to our plans, and it worked. And now we are on a win that tastes really, really well." Sands was praised for dropping back in the closing stages to ensure Norris could pick up DRS, which was to defend from George Russell and Lewis Hamilton. And the Spaniard admitted the idea was his own as he tried everything to hang on to a famous victory. Quote, "I didn't need the team to suggest it. I knew my pace more or less to Lando. I knew how difficult it is to overtake here. I knew he was on a hard. I knew if George and Lewis were passing him, I was probably going to be dead meat also. So I needed him to hold on as long as possible. Slowed down just a bit to give him a little DRS into turn 7. To hold them off and keep my race under control. Not easy, as you are putting yourself under risk and you cannot do any mistakes, but it was my strategy and it worked. I'm glad it did." That's crazy. That is a crazy strategy. Oh my gosh. That's bold. Slowing down and, allowing the person behind you to drift a little bit in your air, just to get a little bit faster and to hold off the others. That's crazy. They helped each other win, even if they weren't on the same team. That's awesome. Very cool. Evolution of CARLANDO. Awesome seeing them go from third to second to third to first and second. I had no idea Ferrari champagne was a thing. And it's not even related to Ferrari, apparently. I had no idea until I saw it in the store. I'm like, wait, what? At this point, I really wish Carlos gets a podium when Lando wins the first one. I think it would mean something for both of them. I love it. It's a real possibility. We just have to wait for Max to break his leg or something. No, that's funny. That's pretty funny. True mates, bro. Their energy together is so awesome. Post-race Brazil podium was so hype. First podium for McLaren in over 5 years at the time. Crazy how many podiums McLaren has earned since that context. First pick is framed and displayed on Carlos's bedroom. Would be sweet to add one from Singapore. First pick. Nice. Very nice.
It's the garage. Yeah, in the garage mistake. No, let's try and hit the TV. Oh, you're on the roof. Hit the A of the drive.
I mean, this is wild.
See if you can get it in the
They're just... What even is this? Is this even a thing? They're literally just shooting at the TV.
Yeah, in the garage mistake. No, let's try and hit the TV.
It's a good shot.
Oh, you're on the roof. Hit the A of the drive. See if you can get it in the stake.
Oh my gosh. They're so chaotic. Hey, let's aim for the TV. That looks expensive. That's great. Amazing. Truly amazing. This looks to be recent. It does, doesn't it? Oh my gosh. It's like they're still 13 and 17. But that is amazing. All right, let's move on to the next one. This is Orange. It is entitled Orange. It is Hiroto Suwa. The editor says Suwa was the best part of Orange. I think this song really suits him. Suwa made the choice to be better than his future self, who regrets being selfish in the past. Suwa loves Naho and Kakuru enough to let them be together, even if that means he'll never marry Naho and have their kid. That's just so sad. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, this is the perfect video to watch prior to Belly and Jeremiah. Oh, my gosh. Well, the timing on that is unbelievable. I just happened to randomly pick these two. That's crazy. Crazy. All right, let's jump into this and see what it's like. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Loves Naho enough to let them be together. Well, we'll see. We'll be the judge. We'll be the judge. Here we go.
I was the only one who knew about it. How they both felt. And yet I pretended not to notice. Pretty low. If Kakaru were alive, there might have been a future where he got to marry Naho. I'm not sure why. But back then, for some reason, I didn't want to support Kakaru and Naho. However, when Kakaru died, I was afraid Naho would never stop crying. And I wondered why I hadn't done a better job of making sure they were both happy. So, to the me from 10 years ago, please watch over the two of them. Please make sure they both realize how they feel about each other. Please make it so the two of them are happy. And they can smile together 10 years from now. The only reason we get married is Just because Kakaru dies. That's not what I want in this world, though. I won't do it. I'm never gonna tell Naho how I feel about her. Hey, transfer guy! Mr. Naruse, right? Hang with us!
Oh, I sort of have a thing.
Come on, you can make awesome friends. Hey, Kakaru! You free today? Wanna come watch our soccer practice?
What for?
A little birdie told me you're pretty good at soccer.
Teach you everything I know. I promise I'll do better. I will always hold you close, but I will learn to let you go. I promise I'll do better. I will soften every edge. I'll hold the world to its best.
I'll take his place.
And I'll do better. With every heartbeat I have left, I will defend you every breath. And I'll do better, 'cause you are loved more than you know.
I was here to help you two, and I'll do whatever I can. Rest easy. Don't be scared and just keep moving forward.
Though your heart is far too young to
A future where Sua and Naho are married too.
Oh.
No! No, 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 there's not! But I wish there were one like that.
Me too.
Wow. That was... I don't know how I would react to that if somebody was just like, hey, you and that other person, there's some world out there where you two are married, and the other person's just like, no, 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 no. I'd be like, hey, what's wrong with me? Obviously, I'm missing context, but we're about to find it out. Link down below in the YouTube video description for the much... YouTube video description for the wonderful edit there. Go ahead and throw it some love. Also check out their channel, of course, as always. Let's pull up some much-needed context. Much-needed context. Oh, boy. Here we go. Science fiction. What? Aimed at both the shoujo and the seinen, I think. Demographics. That's interesting. Series follows high school girl Naho, who receives a letter written by herself 10 years in the future. She's tasked with keeping an eye on Kakuru, a transfer student whose mother committed the act of ending herself on his first day of school. What? Oh my gosh. Here I thought it was just like this sappy romance, oh, it's a love triangle classic. That is totally different. So she's tasked with keeping an eye on Kakuru after his mother ended things. Boy. Naho, a second-year student, high school student, receives letters sent from herself 10 years in the future. That's interesting. Her future self asks her to prevent her biggest regrets. Oh my gosh, could you imagine if this was your life and your 10-year future self wrote you letters of like, this is when it all went wrong. Just avoid this. The amount of pressure you would feel instantly is crazy. Like, wait, what? What happens? Like, it would just be like revealing your fate, basically. You know how that question is always there of like, would you want to know how you die and how old you are and when it happens? And it's kind of a question of like, is it better to know or is it better to just kind of go through it? Boy, that would be very strange to have a letter from your future self. Although, looking back and thinking, I kind of wish I did in a couple things. Where were you, future self? Why weren't you getting off your rear end and doing something? Send me a letter. At first skeptical. All right, let's see. Her future self asked her to prevent biggest regrets, of course, which has something to do with the new transfer student, Kakuru. At first skeptical, as you would be, Naho begins to believe the letters as they accurately predict events. Oh boy. All it takes is a couple and you're like, or maybe just one or two, and you're like, oh God, what is this? I guess I did somehow figure out time travel, which honestly, I would be pretty impressed with myself. I would be very impressed. When the letter asks her not to invite Kakuru to go out for the first day, Naho and her friends decide to invite him anyway. Kakuru ends up not attending school for the next 2 weeks. To prevent another mistake, Naho resolves to do what the letters order her to do, such as volunteering on a softball round, encouraging Kakuru to join soccer team, objecting to him pursuing a relationship with an upperclassman, and insisting they watch the fireworks alone. Hello. How romantic. Naho learns from the letters in the future Kakuru is dead. Whoa. I did not see that coming. Having committed the act of ending oneself, oh my gosh, like mother, like son, I guess, one day after Valentine's Day in the same school year in which he enrolled. So literally not that long after his own mother did it, he did it. Oh my. During the Bond Festival, Kakuru explains to Naho the reason for his absence. His mother died by way of ending oneself because of a mental breakdown caused by him leaving her for friends. What? Oh, no. How could you not feel a little guilty for that? That's crazy. And not taking her to the hospital on the day of enrollment as he promised. This causes Naho to also feel guilty. Yes, exactly. Yes. I mean, instantly. As she feels they share responsibility for Kakuru's mother's death. Later on, Suwa tells Naho he also received letters from his future self, asking him to be a good friend to Kakuru and to save him from his own death. Suwa hides that fact, the fact that he and Naho are married. Oh, that's awkward. And have a child in the future. Oh, wow. Okay, so his future self was very descriptive. As he realizes Naho and Kakuru are in love. So what does he do? Does he butt in? Does he get in the middle of them and go, hey, that's my future wife. That's my future mother of my children. Or does he just let it play out and hopefully it deteriorates? Not that you would wish that on a friend, but you know what I mean. How do you... Do you be selfish? Should you be selfish and, wish that they broke up and so your future plans kind of work out in your favor? Or do you kind of let life go? Interesting. Although he has feelings for Naho, his future self realizes by saving Kakuru, he's giving up a future with Naho. Oh my gosh, let him die so you can be with the person that you're meant to be with, or save him and you don't have that kid, you don't have that wife. Whoa. Whoa. I like this. It is brutal, but I like it. This is a great story. His future self realizes by saving, because he knows of their feelings, he listens to the letters and supports them as much as possible. Later, Asuza and Hagita and Chino admitted that they received similar... Everybody's doing it? Come on now. They all received similar letters. They all agree, though, they may not be able to change the fate of their future selves. They may create a parallel universe where Kakuru is still alive. To cheer up Kakuru, the 5 friends organize a celebration for his 17th birthday in which Kakuru confesses his feelings to a surprised Naho. The 5 also join the relay race team to back Kakuru. With his friends' encouragement, Kakuru wins the race. As a reward for winning the race, Kakuru kisses Naho. However, on New Year's Eve, Naho and Kakuru argue over the latter's grandmother's health. The two become distant over the following weeks. No way. Up until the day Kakuru is supposed to end himself, basically. I'm trying to be creative with words here, if you know what I mean. As Naho manages to confess her feelings as well as telling Kakuru to share his plan for ending himself. Oh, boy. On the night of Kakuru's supposed death, the friends' plan to meet up is interrupted as Kakuru does not arrive on time. No! The 5 search throughout Matsumoto and manage to stop him from getting hit by a truck. Wow. What is this? Edward Cullen? They pull an Edward Cullen on the truck? Kakuru apologizes, telling them he had been thinking of ending it, but at the last second decided not to after realizing it would mean he would never see his friends again. Holy crap. What a roller coaster of emotions. That is wild. What's up, Joanna? Welcome in. Welcome back to the dry climate of the inside. That was a crazy, crazy story, and I loved every second of it. That is dark, but also very sweet ending. Hiroto is one of the main characters of the story, classmate of Naho's. Also gets a letter from his future self to save Kakuru, of course. Story and movie that focus on his feelings towards Naho, as well as actions that led up to the alternate timeline's future. Extroverted, happy, easygoing personality. First person to interact with Kakuru after he transfers. Another strange trait of his is willingness to do embarrassing things, as seen in many examples throughout the story, such as when he gives Kakuru flowers, gets on his hands and knees and begs for Kakuru to join the soccer team, and in the alternate future proposes to Naho before they even begin dating. That's... what? What? That's quite quick. That's not even fast dating. That's skipping dating. That's just like, hey, I like spending time around you. Let's not even worry about the first date. Let's make our first date the wedding date. You bring a dress, I'll bring a tux, and we'll have our first date. Like that's wild. Bring a witness. Bring a witness to your first date. That's crazy. Wow. You know what's funny? A lot of people, if that happened, like imagine somebody just proposes to you before going on a first date. What would your opinion of that person be? Would you run in terror? Would you laugh it off awkwardly? Would you accept the fact that, oh, this is a really like massive gesture? Or would you just be like, this person's insane? What would your reaction be? If they were cute, I might consider it. See, I think that is the ultimate thing. If you think they're cute, it makes very cringy actions way more tolerable. If you don't think they're cute, you run for the hills. It's been quite a while since I wrote up some extensive thoughts on Orange. Orange as many as one... Wait, hold on. Orange, as one may be able to surmise from its title, tells a tale that captures both the sweet and sour of life. Really? Is that why it's called Orange? Literal shining beacon, Hiroto is, of hope and happiness in said place, is a godsend of a sporting character when things get too much. With a typical shoujo backdrop, but with heavy themes behind it all. Yeah, I would say so. I think somehow juggling both time travel and depression, Orange acts as a painful reminder of the lows and the highs of which our existence means, especially when we consider our personal journeys in matters of romance. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. If I was to sum up my admiration or adoration of for Hiroto, as extreme as it is, then it's mostly because he's not at all different to Toradora's best Genki girl, Minori. They're not just the life of the... Boy, this title... I got to make this bigger. I'm struggling right now. They're not just the life of their respective parties with their extroverted and energetic natures, but these two can basically be described as some of anime's and manga's most selfless characters ever. Hiroto is quick to exhibit this trait whenever Naho's in the picture, and that's because Hiroto has always had a thing for her. You can probably already see where this is going. Future Hiroto happened to get together with Naho shortly after the passing of Kakuru, and for this reason especially, Hiroto regrets and holds guilt over his reasoning and the future and the actions of his past self for taking advantage of Naho when she was at her most vulnerable. Ooh, that got real dark, real quick. Hoping to steer his old self away from these decisions will eventually lead present-day Hiroto into giving up his feelings for Naho, and instead looking on as Naho begins a romance with Kakuru. Ooh. So he regrets moving on so quickly after Kakuru ended himself onto Naho. And apparently that guilt's just been eating him alive ever since. That's crazy. So even with a kid and everything, marriage, whatever, even all that, he's still holding on to that guilt. And it's just destroying him. So he sends his past self letters to try to get rid of that guilt, go the other way, help Kakuru live. And then if Naho and him end up together anyway, it won't be guilty, right? He won't have that guilt. That's wild. Whew. That is deep. That is such a deep, dark, somehow hopeful. It's got like an interesting positive spin to it. Like, yes, it is quite the unbelievably dark storyline of his mother ending herself on his first day of school, and then he does it. Was it the day after Valentine's or day before Valentine's? The same year? And then I'm trying to think, like, is Hiroto doing it because he wants to save Kakuru, or is he doing it because he just wants to get rid of that guilt of going after the girl after this kid ends himself? But he always liked her. Oh my gosh. I'm having trouble, like, processing that. Like, yes, this person came into her life and then left her life abruptly. But do you have to carry that guilt through your entire life? Of, boy, these two could have ended up together? And why did I move in so quickly? Was it that quickly? Like, clearly, I mean, happened to get together with Naho shortly after the pass. How short is shortly? Like, really shortly? Like, he was the, the emotional, you know what I mean? he was how she got over the loss of Kakuru. And so he's feeling that guilt of like, she's only doing this because he's gone kind of thing. But do you think she'd still be doing it that many years later? 10 years later? After a child and everything? Like, I don't know. Guilt is funny. Guilt is brutal. It can absolutely just drive you mad, basically. And I think it's driving him mad. That's a wild premise. I don't know. Holding guilt over that. How short is shortly? That's the question I have. How short is shortly? Are we talking like an hour after she found out? Or are we talking like, a couple months? A couple months, that's nothing to feel guilty of. 30 minutes after she finds out, yeah, that's a little weird. That's a little weird. But she does have agency as well. Like, she clearly chose to be with Naho. I don't know. It's one of those weird situations where is she doing it because of the trauma and she's like latching on to whoever's around her she's close to? But also I'm thinking like, well, she has agency. She can always go like in the future, like, hey, this was out of trauma. I'm going out other directions. Like, it's kind of a weird situation to figure out. But interesting story. I will say that. Very gripping story. Head scratcher. Head scratcher is what I'm going with on that one. For sure. I don't know how to process that. I don't know which side to take. Maybe there is no side to take. That's always a possibility. It's always up to your own personal interpretation and whatnot. I'm trying. I just tried to talk through it and I just made myself more confused. It's amazing how that happens sometimes, isn't it? Speaking of confusing, there's no better transition. I almost said Always Sunny in Philadelphia. No, it is The Summer I Turned Pretty. Very different shows. The Summer I Turned Pretty, Belly and Jeremiah. Yep, you know it. You love it. You love them. They're going to have a movie together, apparently. I'm kidding. I'm sure Jeremiah will make an appearance in the movie. He'll probably be maybe he'll be the best man at the wedding. Wouldn't that be interesting? Wouldn't that be interesting? What kind of growth are we going to see in that movie? Are we going to see everybody just kind of be nice and, repair relationships and all that good stuff? Who knows? All right, Belly and Jeremiah, It's Always Been You. Here we go.
Are you ever gonna give me a second chance?
Ellie, if I fall for you again, I don't think I can take it if you change your mind like last time.
He was my best friend.
You're my best friend.
If you're lucky enough to get another chance, you'll do everything you can not to fuck it up again.
I just wanted to be near him. I wanted him for all seasons, not just summer.
Don't be nervous. We're going to be the best waltzers out there.
I didn't need you to come here.
I know that even though he won't say it, Jeremiah wants me to come because he's afraid.
Come here.
Good night.
Listen, Belly, you've got this.
Thank you for coming to get me.
Belly, I'll always come and get you.
Thanks for driving me.
Literally anytime.
And then there was Jeremiah. He didn't just know the girl I used to be. He knew the right now me. And he loved me anyway.
Hold on to Jeremiah's arm. He won't let you fall.
I tried to convince myself for a long time that they weren't inevitable. That I had a chance. Look at how you're mooning over Conrad.
It was a long time ago.
It's pretty clear to me now that I never actually did. So I just keep telling myself over and over, it'll never be me. It's always going to be Conrad.
Isn't that life, though?
Is always there when I need him.
No one said you
always a
had to do this
bridesmaid,
wrong.
never a bride.
I just feel like volleyball was something I was really good at.
You are really good at. I can keep you company if you want me to. Come on, you got this. You've done it before. You really miss playing, don't you?
I really do. couldn't focus. I mean, I just lost it.
Get it?
Yeah, you always could read my mind.
Mostly. I mean, I'm glad it's back anyway, our ESP.
When I looked at Jeremiah, I saw past, present, and future.
All three, huh?
He swore up and down he'd never go to one of these things.
He said he doesn't mind.
Well, he'd do anything for you.
You left me. I hate that I let you down.
Thank you for coming with me. I'm glad I don't have to do this alone.
Yeah, I'm glad I came too. Why? Why don't you want to kiss me?
Oh, don't do that. Billy, wait. It's always been us. How can you not see?
Look at me. I'm here now. I'm not going anywhere.
Just know there won't be a repeat of last summer. You and I are good. We'll always be good. What she needs, then I won't get in the way again. I just want her to be happy. And you need to tell her. She deserves to know how you feel. Why? I don't know.
You know.
She chose you.
I want you.
I watched him make his way through the crowd. More and more, I understood. This was the way it was supposed to be.
Hello.
He was the one. My one. The room was packed with people.
Well, I wonder what Conrad thinks about that.
But when Jer looked at me, there was no one else. Just me and him. My boyfriend. My Jeremiah.
Wow. If I had never reacted to anything always, or I keep saying always, the summer I turned pretty, if I had never reacted to anything involving this, that would have 100% made me think they are endgame, they're in love, it's the most beautiful love story, it's almost like Notebook worthy. Like, that is incredible. What the perfect song, the placement of the clips used, like it is, you can make the story however you want it to make. Like you could just do whatever you want and just totally recreate whatever. I will say for this little moment of time that these clips were, beautiful, beautiful love story. Gorgeous. Would love to see these two completely, end game, end up together. Stunning. And then you start filling in the gaps a little bit more and you're like, ooh, they had their moments. They had their moments, just like Conrad and Belly had their moments. Yeah, it's interesting. It's so interesting. I love this. I love the fact that many people watched this show, correct? Many people watched it. And everybody who watched it had their own interpretation of who they found interesting, who they wanted together, who did wrong here, who, was flawless and perfect. And we read that article that was like, there's no man like Conrad. And it was kind of like this depressing, like, they'll never find anyone like Conrad in real life. So you can make it however you want to make it. People, I'm sure, looked at Jeremiah and said, I could fix him. I could fix him. I could do it. Give me like a summer and I swear I'll fix him. Maybe people looked at, Conrad and, they were just like, he's got a little rough around the edges, but he's just the perfect specimen. He's the perfect human. He's got some moments, but we can work with it. It's just kind of interesting. It's very interesting to see these different aspects. The Belly and Conrad folks are just like, ugh, Belly and Jeremiah, why do we need this? And then the Belly and Jeremiah people are like, I swear they would have been great. I swear they would have been great. They would have fixed things up. It would have been beautiful. It's just interesting. It's always fascinating to see these different perspectives and, not being too tied down to one so you can kind of openly see the other. It's very fascinating. I love it. Absolutely love it. Link down below in the YouTube video description. For the original video, go throw it some much-deserved love. Let's talk about The Summer I Turned Pretty. That's such a weird title to say because I feel like I'm saying it about myself, which is just odd. All right. This is from Teen Vogue. The Summer I Turned Pretty star Lola Tung on Life Beyond Belly, Fame, and Growing Up. Quote, "My heart is beating so fast," Lola whispers. The Summer I Turned Pretty is standing in the hallway of Broadway Dance Center, about to make her first dance class in a while, possibly since her 24 Broadway debut in Hadestown, but she's not the only one who's nervous. You can feel excitement and tension fluttering in and out of classroom doors mixed with the sounds of hip-hop and jazz. Some of these jitters are because dancers have spotted Tung and are debating whether or not to say hi. For Tung, though, it's because stepping back into a place like this, the mirrored walls, echoing counts, recalls a now distant feeling she once knew well. Rooms like this were where she first learned about the physicality and about how to move with purpose before life pulled her in other directions. For the next hour, we're just like everyone else, theater kids training at a dance school in New York City, working toward a dream. Tung often took classes in this building during her junior year of high school. Like any New York-based aspiring theater kid would, she may be nervous, but it's also clear this environment is something she's used to. Being here is like brushing up against the edges of who she was and who she has become. Quote, "I don't know why I put so much pressure on myself," she said, dressed like just another dancer in her blue hoodie, black leggings, salmon sneakers, but she's always Salomon sneakers? I'm like, that's not salmon. The self-imposed pressure has roots she's still trying to outgrow. Tung is now at a turning point. In her first professional project, which crazy, by the way. Could you imagine your first project being the smash hit, The Summer I Turned Pretty? That's crazy. She was thrown into the experience of leading a hit show, and the end of the series feels like graduating from her own version of college. Her high school best friends marked the moment by surprising her on set last summer with a tiny cap and a red "Congratulations 2024" sash. They had just graduated from college, so they were like, this is kind of your graduation too. 22 years old will soon cross that crucial bridge from teen drama star to playing more adult roles, with new projects including her feature film debut and Forbidden Fruits. Close on the horizon, she's still not slowing down. But she's also entering a time of change. Wow. That is interesting. This complicated triangle with Belly and the two Fisher boys is the crux of a summertime story about first loves, friendship, grief, and growing up. Of course, The Summer I Turned Pretty is about more than just who ends up with who, kinda. But the love triangle is undeniably gripping for fans. Quote, I think we see with a lot of these love triangle stories, people want the leading girl to end up with someone, Tung says. When people have an attachment to the characters, they want to see it come together at the end. I'm so grateful that they care so much, but people get a little scary about it. No, come on. Fans? Never. Never. I promise you it's not that serious. Please don't threaten to kill someone if something doesn't go your way. What? People were threatening to kill people? That's a little... Okay, yeah. Jenny Han is so smart and she cares so much about the story and making it the best story it can be. It will be okay. That's wild. That is absolutely wild. I can't believe her first professional gig was a smash hit. Could you imagine? There would be so much pressure. Okay, I'm not an actor, right? I have no idea. But I would assume there would be so much pressure after you start out and the first thing professionally acting you are ever in, other than Broadway or, some sort of dance thing. I'm talking acting, period. The first thing you're ever in is a massive cultural phenomenon. Everybody knows your character's name. Everybody. I knew Belly's name without ever seeing the show. I've heard Belly before. And I was just like, What is that from? How much pressure would it be to be able to do the next thing? Oh, I'm talking so much, I'm like screwing up my voice. How crazy would it be to do the next thing? Like, so much pressure on picking the right project. It's got to be good. It's got to be good. Right? You would feel that pressure of like, well, I just did like this massive, millions of people saw it, millions and millions and millions. People are dying waiting for the movie. You're getting a movie out of it. I would be so like apprehensive on picking the next project because you're just like, it's got to be a good one. It's got to be the correct move. Or are you just in your own head and you just take whatever you can get? You know? Very interesting. Interesting concept. Rewriting teen drama archetypes, Loa Tung in conversation with Louis Reinhardt. This was in August of 25. Loa Tung has a big decision to make, reprising her leading role on the on-screen adaptation of Gen Z romance series The Summer I Turned Pretty for its third final installment. Character Belly's at the center of a complicated love triangle, of course. I'm going to go off the cuff and ask you a random question. Okay, says Lola. If you were a kid, Lola said, we didn't even say hi to each other. Interviewer said, hi, Lola. I just woke up 30 minutes ago. Lola said, you look beautiful. Lily said, this question popped into my brain because I know all actors, maybe not all, did this growing up. Did you play something else instead of playing house? For example, I would play Devil Wears Prada with my friends. We'd have a landline. I'd be answering the phone, making notes on a magazine, or we would play Zoe 101, and I think I would play with the boys a lot. Lola said, I don't know if I ever got as specific as that. When I was really little, it was mermaids and spies. What would be your mermaid name? Lily said it would be something like Pearl of Aurora or Aurora. What's the most annoying question people ask you in interviews? Because I know at one point, I was like, at one point, are people going to stop asking me how I become an actor? Lola said, oh, really? Lily said, still hasn't stopped. Do people still ask you how you got into this situation? Lola said, yeah, I don't mind it. I have my lines where I'm like, yeah, this is what happened. Lily said, is there a question that makes you roll your eyes or no comment? Lola said, here's what I'll say, because it's not a question that makes me roll my eyes. I think it's cool to be able to have such passion on The Summer I Turned Pretty for Team Conrad, Team Jeremiah. I love that. But I get frustrated when people are not satisfied with my answer of Team Belly. People are like, okay, but what team really? Okay. You can have Edward, you could have Jacob. You can have Conrad, you could have Jeremiah. Those are your only choices. I'm like, you heard me the first time. Lily said, I remember that. If you ever gave a different answer than that, people would come at your throat. Lola said, but like, why are you not supposed to advocate for your character? Lily said, especially as a woman, I choose myself. On our Forbidden Fruits set, I was like, hey, how does your show end? I asked you 3 times, and you just gave a little mischievous shrug. I was like, this girl really signed some NDAs, huh? Lola said, you hear that, Jenny? I promise I'm keeping it a secret. That's funny. That's so funny. Exclusive, Gavin Casalegno to front Victor and Rolf's Spice Bomb Scent. The actor headlines a multifaceted social first campaign. This was literally yesterday. Wow. Breaking news. Oh my gosh, to read the full story. How dare you? New VIP ambassador for Victor and Rolf's Spice Bomb Men's Scent. Interesting. Good for him. I'm Team Bella from Twilight was boring. Why did everyone want her? I think that's the real answer. I think we get a little older and we go, wait, why were we fighting over Bella? What? In what world Like, especially towards the beginning, like, she was dry. Like, she was so dry. As a character, it was just like, okay, you're mysterious, you're shy, you're quiet, you don't say anything. And when people say things to you, you give them like one-word answers. It's like, huh? Yeah, I totally get that. I rewatched the entire series like a couple months ago, and I was just remember thinking like, this character is like nothing. Like, really struggling with this character. I get it. I get the story, but boy, it's just, there's not much to work with there with Bella. And honestly, Edward as well is very closed off. So it was kind of like a match made in closed off heaven. Like, they were both perfectly fine with kind of, having their own lane. It's very interesting. The warmest one was Jacob, for sure. Completely. I guess she's meant to be a normal girl, but she was so dry. Yeah, true. True. I bet there's girls out there like Bella. Somewhere in the Pacific Northwest United States. Moody. Gray days. Yeah, I don't know. It was very strange. It was extremely strange. I used to think like, oh, they're just terrible actors. That's what that is. And I was like, no, maybe the dialogue wasn't the best, and kind of like they could have made it a little more less dry. I just think that's the character. I really just think that's the character. And honestly, Edward's kind of dry too at the beginning. So it was kind of like two dry people just finding each other cool. And it's interesting and fascinating. Obviously, Edward had different reasons why, but I don't know. It's very strange. The Summer I Turned Pretty star Gavin to lead rom-com Sunflower Child. Wow, this was yesterday as well. Big day. Big day for Team Jeremiah. Casalegno will star alongside actor and screenwriter Jennifer James in the indie romance. Oh, we got a new romance with MSR Media is pitching to buyers in Berlin. Okay, so we're still pitching. We're still at the pitching phase. Oh my gosh, is this going to be an article or
The
an
Summer
AI
I
reading?
Turned Pretty as star Gavin Casalegno to lead rom-com Sunflower Child exclusive. Casalegno will star alongside actor and screenwriter Jennifer James in the indie romance, which Sunflower Child, playing a would-be Hollywood director who falls for an up-and-coming screenwriter, played by British-American actress Jennifer James, who also wrote the script. Cinematographer Jamie Touche, Mozart.
A Hollywood director. Tell me if you've heard this story before. A Hollywood director falls for an up-and-coming screenwriter who also wrote the script. Interesting. Cinematographers making their feature film debut. That's cool. Supporting cast includes Daniela Norman, Tiny Pretty Things. Okay. Mohamed Amor from Andor, and Maddie Close, the other Bennett sister. Oh, the shooting's already begun. Okay. In the UK. According to the blurb for the film, James plays a young screenwriter caught between the promise of Hollywood fame and preserving her artistic voice, who starts up a relationship with an aspiring director. As the romance blossoms over time, she soon comes to face with the challenges of betrayal, the cost of success, and making the choice of saying no to the wrong version of her dream to follow her heart to Paris. What? In a statement, James called the film an anthem for authenticity for indie filmmakers and what it really takes to get a foot in the door. Interesting. Betrayal. Is it cheating? Is it not cheating? Were they on a break? No, I'm just kidding. Cost of success. Making the choice of saying no to the wrong version of her dream to follow her heart. Interesting. I'm assuming there's a lot of tense moments of people trying to change her story. Obviously, director and screenwriter is kind of a tenuous position because the director wants to make it their own, but the screenwriter wants, their own words, their own vision to be played. And the director's like, no, I want to put my stamp on it. So I could see a little bit of tension there for sure. Well, good for him. That's awesome. My ultimate wish list for the summer I turn pretty movie. Help me, Jenny Han. You're my only hope. All right. How? The summer Belly reunited with her family. Belly may have returned to the Cousins Beach house at the end of the Summer I Turned Pretty series finale, but she may as well have been on an entirely different planet. Part of the reason why, and I suspect many other 20-something girls, fell in love with the show was its portrayal of community. The concept of spending every summer with your best friends at an incomprehensible, beautiful vacation home. Yeah, I mean, if your family doesn't have the beautiful vacation home, you got to be friends with the family that does, right? It's a fantasy I'd like to live in for as long as possible. Belly and Conrad's cousin's homecoming lacked the emotional, heartwarming reunion that I've been craving since Belly hopped on the first flight en route to Paris. While I'm sure the rest of the gang will play some kind of significant role in the forthcoming film, I'm crossing my fingers that Belly's storyline doesn't remain so isolated from the rest of her loved ones. This summer, I saw character development. There are only so many childhood flashbacks I can watch before my eyes roll so far into the back of my head that they can't be unrolled. I understand the utility of relying on constant flashbacks, but it's also like, I get it. I'm less interested in what Belly and Conrad meant to each other when they were 8, and more fascinated in what they mean to each other now. I get it. Yeah. I mean, maybe one flashback per episode. Any more than that, it might get a little crazy. Belly may say that she's the same girl she's always been, the one who has brown hair and brown eyes and loves Conrad Fisher, but the reality is that she and Conrad have spent barely any time together over the past 5 years. Not just any 5 years, but those fertile, formative years in which teen girl becomes a young woman. She's an adult now, Connie baby. Not just the kid playing with glass-blown unicorns for hours on end, or the high schooler who broke up with you on her prom night. If there's truly a lifelong force field-esque connection between these two, I'd like to see how that plays out in the present tense, sans any fallback on nostalgia. That also means, hopefully, Conrad gets something to work with beyond just staring at Belly with tearfully googly eyes all day long, no matter how beautiful he looks while doing it. Okay, so less googly eyes, more substance is what we're asking for here. Interesting. Okay, less flashbacks. That's certainly doable. The summer Conrad and Jeremiah acted like real brothers. Yeah, that would be great, actually. That would be great. Fighting over a girl with your brother is just so repulsive in real life. Thinking about this in a real life situation, it is repulsive. That's crazy. The penultimate episode of season 3, Conrad and Jeremiah had an emotional reunion at Susanna's gravesite, but things between them still feel a bit unsettled. Jeremiah didn't seem thrilled at the idea of his older brother dating his ex-fiancée. Can you call it a fiancée at that point? Come on now. Even if he encouraged Conrad to follow his heart, I guess they were planning the wedding. And the fact that the finale omitted any interactions between the reconciled couple and Jeremiah didn't really bode well for that family. Honestly, I don't really know how brothers are supposed to bounce back from such an awkward, to put it delicately, situation, but in the spirit of what Susanna would have wanted, I challenged the film to sort of reverse Bechdel test, if you will. Can the movie show any meaningful interaction between Conrad and Jeremiah that includes 0 mentions of Belly or their dead mother? Who knows, but here's to hoping. Yeah, that would be earth-shattering, actually. Just from what I've read and seen, I mean, that would be huge. The summer Jeremiah healed. I think a lot of people want this. Look, I get it. We had to rush Jeremiah into a forced relationship so that Conrad and Belly could ostensibly ride off into the sunset together, guilt-free. Understand how storytelling works. Still, I don't know how Denise and Jeremiah are supposed to work together, especially with the news that Denise plans to move to California by the end of the month. I also present the idea that every single character has to end up in a relationship in order to be happy. That premise kind of goes against Jeremiah's whole arc, considering his prior issues with codependency as self-worth. Would it be so bad for Jer to find meaning in life through his newfound work as a chef? At the very least, I'd like for Jeremiah to genuinely move on from his failed engagement with Belly before he dives headfirst into another romance. The summer Belly stopped dating brothers. Yes, amen. Amen. Now that I've mentioned all the things I want to see in the movie, here's the one thing I absolutely do not want to see. The love triangle revived. And what's funny about that is I hope it does. Could you imagine the uproar of the amount... Can you imagine the uproar of the love triangle making a comeback? Oh my gosh. There's so many. I get it. Most people who are fans of the show do not want to see this happen. But there's a little part of me, just a little bit, that's like, it'd be kind of interesting to see like a wrench thrown into things, wouldn't it? And I know a lot of you are like, no, absolutely not. Do not. Hold the wrench. No wrench. And I'm like, just a little bit of me is just like, I wonder what would happen if love triangle just happened to, make its way back. I think I can safely speak for the majority of the community when I say that under no circumstances do we need to see Belly ping-ponging between the Fisher brothers once again. Surely there is some other plot line that will satiate our desire for drama that doesn't revolve around the quasi... You can read that word yourself. I don't think I can say it. Love carousel. Maybe Conrad and Belly hit some bumps in the road during their time as a long-distance couple, or maybe Belly gets the job opportunity of a lifetime across the country from where Conrad is finishing up his medical residency. I'll even take 2 hours worth of Belly redecorating the cousin's beach house. Just please, for the love of all things dear and holy, keep Jeremiah and Benito out of it. Like I said before, the ultimate wrench in that movie would be if Conrad is no longer in the picture and Jeremiah is there to pick up the pieces. I know, that's a crazy statement. I know, that's crazy. But that would be such a twist that I don't think everybody would recover from it, honestly. It would be such a wild twist. Oh boy. That would be a crazy twist. It would. Conrad just goes away. Jeremiah slinks back in. I'm back. And I brought my ring. But what if he got... What if the ring was bigger, though? Okay, a lot of people had a problem with the size of the ring. What if the ring was bigger this time around? That's all I'm saying. What if the ring was like a proper, engagement ring? Would that kind of smooth things over a little bit? Were they on a break? Weren't they on a break? Should I start this again? Were they on a break? No, I will not start this again. All right. So before we jump into the last reaction of the day and the week, let's go ahead and check out this thing, which this is a wild bottle shape, is it not? This is a crazy bottle shape. Ribena, black currant, supporting Britain's farmers. What's funny is they had to slap a California label on there. Nutritional facts. Apparently you can get money back for recycling this in California. But they had to put the U.S. version of the nutritional facts on there. Literally just slapped on. When I bought it, it was like half hanging off. Todd, you sound like you're trying to make enemies with these Samurai Term Pretty... I'm not. I'm just throwing something out there, right? I'm just throwing it out there. I love twists. I love turns in stories. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Do I wish Conrad and Belly have a wonderful, beautiful wedding in that movie? I do. But maybe it'd be fun to have a little twist. I'm just saying. They got to have a twist of some kind. I don't know what it'll be, but you know, if they really shoot for the moon, it'll be some crazy like love triangle again or something. But we'll see. We will see. They got to spark interest in it somehow. I mean, the wedding is interesting. People will show up just for that. But I'm assuming they got to have some sort of twist. Boy, they've been making this since 1938. Good grief. Since 1938, we've been working with British farms, the birds and the bees to grow juicy blackcurrants. We harvest our blackcurrants at their freshest to ensure every glass of Ribena is deliciously fruity. Interesting. What I've found kind of interesting on the label here, well, no artificial flavors and colors. I appreciate that. But it's got a little salt in here as well. It's probably from the vitamin C. Interesting. Okay, it says dilute 1 part with at least 4 parts. So how we're going to do this is I'm going to pour water in a glass, and then we're going to start with a little Ribena, and we're just going to keep going until it just gets like equal parts, more Ribena than water, even more Ribena than water. So it's going to be very interesting. I'm going to try to find the happy medium for myself. Apparently, it's a very subjective thing. I've never had... Do you have to shake this? Is that a thing? I've never had... Oh, there's caffeine in this? Wait, what? Energy. Interesting. I didn't know there's caffeine in this. I've never had this before, so this is very interesting. Park near my house used to grow black currants, and we pick them every year. They don't grow anymore, though? Oh, dang. All right, first whiff. Oh, it's got a plug. Not a first whiff. It smells like plastic. Oh, made a popping sound. That's interesting. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's concentrated. This is a concentrate for sure. That is strong. It smells good. It smells very good. It's like a... it smells like an off grape juice. Or maybe like blackberries. All right. We got some water here in front of me. A little bit. Let's go ahead and add a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Do a little bit of Ribena history here. 88 years ago, it's available in bottles, cans, and multi-packs. It is a fruit drink concentrate designed to be mixed with water, which is very handy if you're looking to store it, for sure. Healthy product for children. Vitamin C supplement during World War II. Cool. Okay. Okay, there's soft drink versions as well. A series of scandals in the 2000s concerning vitamin C levels, sugar levels, and the amounts of actual fruit in some of the brands damaged its reputation as a healthy product, but by 2013, the brand was rightly regarded as a soft drink. Interesting. Used to live off Ribena as a kid. We used to have the cartons for school. Wow, nice. All right. We got about half the glass there, so we'll just put a little splash. We'll put a little splash. That was more than a little splash, but a decent amount. It's definitely turned the color a little bit. See what it tastes like. Okay, right now it's tasting very watered down. Mostly water. Mostly water. I would not enjoy this mix. This is too watery. It's like flavored water at this point. So let's try a little bit more. So that was one splash. And splash meaning like boom, done kind of thing. Just a little bit here and there. Okay, it's getting darker now. There we go. There's about, I don't know, 3 parts water, 2 parts Ribena, maybe? Maybe 1 part Ribena, 3 parts water. I don't know how is that math? What are numbers? Ooh, that's getting better. Ooh, I like it. I like it. Welcome in. Isn't that pretty odd? appreciate you being here. Glad you caught the stream. You literally caught the Ribena tasting. That's what you did. Okay. I think we're pretty close to that coloring. Not bad. It's looking more purple now, indeed. Tastes pretty good. Ribena's really good. I gotta agree. It's tasty. I'm so thankful I like the taste of it. How could I not, though? It's literally like a fruit, right? All right. Put a little bit more, because remember, we're going crazy here. I'm going to continue to add Ribena until I don't like it. Okay. It's about equal parts now. That is strong. It's good. I still would drink that. I still would drink this. It's pretty dark at this point. I think we can go darker though. Let's keep going. Let's go to the mountaintop. Okay, we're probably 1 part Ribena, 2 parts water. Like it's maybe less than 2 parts water at this point. Okay, yeah. It's starting to, whoa. It's starting to cross the threshold. So maybe 50-50 I enjoy. Yeah, I would say 50-50 is where I would stop. This is a bit much. It's a bit too much. But let's go further. Let's go further. Let's see until I really don't like it. Okay, now it's a splash of water in Ribena is what it is. Honestly, it's still doable. It's still doable. Does that make me weird? That might make me weird. I'm handling it. It's not bad. It's dark. It's real dark at this point. Is there any water in there? Is it syrupy? Not yet. Not yet. But we're going. We're still going. We're still going strong. I might just take a drink right out of this thing. Okay. We went even further. This thing is mostly Ribena. It's got very little ice cube in there at this point. Yeah, this would be too much. This would be way too much. Wow. You know what's funny? This is making me realize just how almost concentrate U.S. juices are. I've had like cranberry juice, which is rivaling this. So apparently our juices are very strong and close to concentrate. But this is very, I gotta say, it's tasty. If I were to give this a number out of 10, I would give it I would give it an 8.7. I would give it an 8.7. I like this. I've never had it before. It is delish. It's interesting to have, I've never bought a concentrate juice like this before. It's usually when I buy it, it's just, standard water's already in there kind of thing. So this is very interesting. It's a good way to stock up, which is probably why it was popular in World War II. It didn't take up a lot of space. Yeah, all you need is water, and you're good to go. Okay, let's add a little bit more. Oh, boy. Am I going to get to a point where I just really don't like this? But let's see. Okay, this is the entire glass. It is just Ribena with I don't know if there's any water in there at this point. I think I drank it all. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Okay, we're done. Woo. That is... Whoa. It needs water. It really does. It very much needs water. That was crazy. Ribena by itself is way too strong. Agreed. That's basically what that was. That was offensive. That was offensive and offensive at the same time. Like, it was attacking my taste buds. That was unreal. Whoa. I will say this, still tastes good. It's offensive. It's not edible at all like that, but it tastes good. I'll say that. So it keeps the taste. It keeps the taste. So if you want to drink it straight out of the bottle, you can, but you're not going to have a good time. Oh my gosh. I'm glad I tried it. I appreciate everybody for introducing me to, of course, Dan and Phil, who are big fans of Ribena. And the reason I tried it. Totally the reason I tried it. I'd never heard of it. So thank you all. Oh my gosh. What am I going to do? I got to split this with something. I got to split that with water. Oh my gosh. All right. I got to just make more drinks. I'll just be drinking Ribena for the rest of the night because I already have it poured out. I don't know if I can funnel it back in. But, all right. It's going to be a Ribena night. Maybe add a little... Ooh, wait a minute. Does Ribena make a mixed drink? Like a cocktail? Ribena cocktails. That's a kind of healthy cocktail, right? Kind of like a vodka cran, if you will. All right. We have Dan and Phil with my Ribena syrup. Do we regret revealing our relationship? Let's go ahead and jump into this. It's about 43-ish minutes. So let's go ahead and do it.
Well, I wanted to look fresh today, but I didn't get any sleep last night. Middle of the night, Dan has an issue, which I've not been able to speak about before.
You're not making this sound better.
Obvious reasons.
I was there, and I'm terrified for where this is.
I think I reacted to one previously. I can't remember if it was the full one, but I think I've definitely reacted to one previously. It wasn't the first one, though.
This is going.
I'm fast asleep. What do I hear next to me? There's a man in the room. There's a man in the room. Not just that. Dan then kneels on the bed and goes, there's a man in the room.
I had a nightmare, okay?
That there was a man in the room?
And this has not happened to me a lot before, but I struggled to wake up.
I saw this on a TikTok.
And I thought there was a home
So
invasion
funny.
happening.
Yes.
But I understand that from Phil's perspective, someone just screaming at 4 a.m., there's a man in the room.
It was terrifying.
I'm pretty
is
sure
the
I
most
did.
terrifying you've ever heard
I
in your
literally
life.
thought we were going to die. And this is like
Well, in the dream, I thought that we were being burgled.
It's like the fourth time you've done it.
But then Phil says that I quite nonchalantly went, oh, yeah, okay.
I was like, no, Jesus Christ, man, you just like terrified.
There's a man in the
I went,
room.
oh, it's a dream, never mind.
Yeah.
And then I just went back to sleep.
And I'm lying in bed
Phil
like...
is having a fight or flight, life or death
vibrating.
response. So if you're wondering, wow, Phil looks rough in the first episode of this, my bad.
That's why. Could it not have been a sexy man? Why is it a scary man?
We didn't establish how hot the dream burglar was.
Is it a hot burglar? Hi! It's happening.
We are Dan and Phil.
I'm
and
Phil.
welcome to
Hard Launch.
the podcast.
I like that I said I'm Phil. It's just if anyone's listening to it
Podcast.
as a podcast, you might want to like get used to
Hi,
our
I'm
voices.
Dan. I have a wonderful sounding, relaxing voice.
Yes, and if you're watching on video, hello as well to people on YouTube. Do I have a ghost penis right now? Like, it's a
What
bit of
on
a...
earth?
The,
All right, so this is a podcast. It goes out on YouTube every Monday
does.
and wherever you get your podcast to listen to. And to the poor people listening on Spotify,
Yes.
they just had to hear the sentence, do I have a ghost penis?
To clarify, when you wear jeans, especially these ones, it creates the illusion
that you've got some kind of
have a
crotch
boner.
mound.
I'm not that excited about
Phil's
the podcast.
established he's not that excited about the podcast. Wardrobe malfunction corrected.
I think so. I am excited.
And we're in.
I'm just not aroused by the podcast yet.
Well,
Yet.
I hope you're enjoying, guys, because people said, hey, Dan
Yes.
and Phil, in this new authentic era, after you finally revealed the truth about your lives, we're ready for whatever this free era of conversation
And
is.
this is very free.
They want to take it back.
They do. We're cozy.
Would you say it's cozy?
We've got inflatable
We need
chairs.
to talk about these chairs. What do you
Yes.
think of the set?
Look at it.
Guys,
Honestly,
we had
it's
a
great.
vision.
It's
And don't you want to know
phenomenal.
this?
Yes.
Phil, where did this come from?
It came from my mind.
It came to Phil in a
Right.
dream.
It would be a fever dream.
This was
just listening
ordained
to
by
that.
God.
It
Phil
was.
had a dream that we were doing a podcast and there was a big sign behind us saying hard launch.
Yeah.
And the chairs were see-through. And I said, you need to stop having so much Ribena before you go to bed.
And
I
look
think
what
the sweetener's
happened.
doing something
It's
to
come
you.
to life. I'd say these are good, but also a little bit squeaky, so we're not farting. It's
Yeah,
just-
also Phil decided it would be really fun to buy inflatable chairs and not ask me. So
No.
one day I just collected the mail and I was like, what the hell is this? Oh, it's an inflatable armchair.
Yeah.
Phil decided to spend our money on it for the podcast. I asked questions like, what? Why?
I'm just going to
What
spend.
are you talking
I'm just
about?
going to spend the money.
Isn't this squeaky?
It's squeaky, and also Dan has a lot of spiky objects because
Yeah.
you're a bit edgy.
An inflatable chair is not compatible with my
edgy.
wardrobe.
No.
But just for the people that are listening right now, super ASMR, can
Oh,
you
here
do
we
some
go.
wiggles?
How's that? Also
Yeah.
a bit of peril. Who's going to deflate first?
It could pop at any moment. Don't
Yeah.
you just love a bit of dramatic tension?
Also, just a little bit of drama.
At any moment, we could deflate and fall on the floor.
Yeah. Do you think people with an inflation fetish would enjoy these?
Let's not
What's
keep
cool
that going
is the
any
fact
further.
that
Okay, we've got.
we're going to
drinks.
be able
I
to
got
see
a
the
fun
lava
drink and Dan
lamp
got
start to
water.
like work
What is
itself.
that? We're doing a podcast. I'm staying hydrated. So I've got a glass of water. And what in the purple hell is that?
It's guava and dragon fruit.
Is that a slur?
No.
You're a dragon fruit.
Didn't they
I think.
say that dragon fruit is the fruit that makes you shit yourself?
Great. Wow.
Yeah.
What a
Oh.
day to have a transparent chair
They
and a
did.
microphone attached.
Wait, let me try it. Oh, it's actually disgusting. Do you want to try this? I'm regretting it.
It's actually disgusting. Do you want to
Sip
try
it.
it? No.
Sip it like a horse.
Yeah.
Put your nose in the
You
trough.
can lead a horse to...
You got to do it. It's the courtesy thing to do. It's a courtesy sip, I guess.
Guava and pineapple juice, dragon fruit.
Dragon
sorry.
fruit.
But will it itself on the podcast? Let's find out.
Horse fruit.
Oh, that's not right.
It's foul.
That
It
tastes
tastes like
stale.
it's been pre-drunk.
It tastes. It's been regurgitated like a mother bird.
It's a bit pissy.
Can
Wait,
you
why
turn
is
on
your
your
coaster
coaster?
flashing?
Can Phil work out how to activate the coaster, big boy? There we go.
This is the best thing we spent money on.
So we had
That's
a
pretty
dream of a set that looked like the inside of a... Wait, I've got it here.
Oh.
In my childhood, I had this Nintendo 64 controller.
Yes.
What happened to fun technology?
Right.
Things
No.
like new iPhone, get the hell out of here, ugly.
I want
Sorry.
it all to look like that.
I want things to be brightly coloured and see-through.
Yeah.
And so we said, let's make a giant version, because, hey, we're in our transparent era.
We are. We're transparent.
Whoa.
That was the thing you said. You're like, if it's all
I
transparent.
totally agree.
Then why isn't the whole set transparent?
That's why we should come out as gay.
From Phil's dream to my ability to make things happen. High concept. Hope you like it.
Very high concept.
And purple. How do you feel about purple era?
I like Purple Era. It's a little
Yeah.
bit bisexual, but it's also...
But like not too bisexual.
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
Purple's also the
mildly
color
bi.
of
I would say
royalty.
our set is bi. The lava lamp is 100% bi.
Yeah, Phil decided to buy a giant lava lamp.
Yes.
Very phallic.
It's also very dangerous. I think I'm going to knock
It's also
into
very
it.
expensive.
Bash it
You
over
said
with my
50
ass.
We looked
litres of
it up.
steaming wax should be next to Phil's head. Who thought that was a good idea?
More peril. Also, for the first time, we've got people helping us in the room.
Yes. In case you thought
Yay.
that Dan and Phil were organised enough to have a podcast. That's really fun. No. So I want to say thank you to producer Layla and Amelia, who will be putting the podcast together and helping us put all the clips on Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah. Can we
so
get
whenever you see those...
an enthusiastic yay like you like your job? Yay!
Wow, that was two people held at gunpoint, wasn't
It
it?
sounds like they need help. Free them.
Thank you, producers, for making this whole thing happen. 'cause
Thank
we all
you.
know that Phil isn't organised.
I'm not organised.
Well, you can have enough initiative to buy inflatable
Boy,
furniture.
if I
but
spill
that's
this,
about it.
Ribena,
Sure.
it's good night
So,
clothes
if you
and
didn't
good night
see
carpeting.
on YouTube,
Oh, we uploaded a little video.
That will
confirmed
stain beyond
that
belief.
fan is real.
Which, if you are not terminally online and you might be like, what was that French phrase? Could you explain it for the normies that got
Fan.
lost on Spotify?
Dan and Phil, fan, in a relationship the whole time.
We're clapping. Not like, oh my God.
Oh no. Is that how we're confirming it?
Hey, yo,
The
rewind.
cheeks. What?
And so this is Hard Launch, the podcast, because it is a new era.
It is. And
Aren't you scared? People wish you could take it back now. 5 minutes of this yapping and everyone's like, please, Dan and Phil, could you actually go
Yeah.
in the closet a tiny bit more?
And I thought that the internet would react in a way. I didn't think it'd be reacting in such a huge way.
Are you saying you're surprised by how relevant you are?
Yes.
Sick.
I'm slightly scared I'm being perceived so much at the moment.
You know when you've reached BBC News, it's containment.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I thought that we were just saying something potentially obvious. Oh yeah, the two homosexuals that have lived together for 16 years, they're gay. And
Yeah.
people are really like,
What?
breaking news.
I know.
Okay.
It's broken everywhere. Philippines news today. We were there. Manila. Shout out. anyone listening from Manila.
Vanilla in Manila. That's what we like to see.
But people have tuned in because now tuned in sounded a bit old, didn't it? You've tuned into our radio show because now we're a bit open.
Yeah.
We can talk about things we couldn't before.
I literally just mentioned a CD earlier. We are showing our age.
16 years of censoring ourselves.
Yes.
Not being able to say, last night I got no sleep because Dan thought that there was a home invader and we are yet to establish how hot the man was.
I'm still not over that. Can I say posting that video felt like a huge relief? I was scared we were going to
feel like a fat
No. Well, maybe.
Sorry, did I ruin a really sentimental moment? Everyone, sorry. Go on.
I just felt like a weight had been lifted. I was worried I was going to post it, or we were going to post it, and be like, oh no, we've made a huge mistake.
No putting this back in the can.
I mean, you can't put that back in the can.
Once you popped, you just can't stop.
We could have been like, prank.
Sour cream and onion.
Stop it.
Start it.
Open it.
Obviously, people have processed the news that Dan and Phil...
You still have CDs, DVDs, and VHS tapes. You're 24. You know what? That fills me with hope. Hope for the future. That's what it
Phil
does.
have hard launched in different ways personally, and very few of them were sincere because the memes were too
Especially
good.
in the fact that
actually, no, I feel like if people were saying
streaming
beautiful,
services
articulate
can
things,
just
it
get
got
rid of your
buried
favorite
under
shows
hilarity
for any
because
reason.
we have the most intelligent and funny audience.
Yes.
So we have prepared some highlights of some stuff that we store on the internet.
We got some faves, including...
You also have CDs at 26. I would like to shout out your parents for being great. Like, that's awesome. That's very cool.
Let's start with YouTube
I think I literally have one CD left. I don't know what happened.
comments.
They hit the fucking Fentagon.
The Fentagon
was one of them. That was a favourite.
I think that represents it quite well. Dan's therapist is going to take the fattest bong rip and ascend into the sky like Mufasa. My work here is done. Hell yeah. My therapist said, Dan, you need to stop being scared and just rip the plaster off. And oh shit, I did that.
I don't
think
trust
I
them.
accidentally
Some of my
took a limb
favorite
off.
dodgy movies.
How often do you complain
are
about
only
me
on
in
my
therapy?
VHSs.
Okay, so we talked about boundaries in the video and like...
I've said this before. VHS and that kind of era of standard definition, for some reason, the movies just feel more realistic, which is weird because in high definition, it looks more realistic, right? Visually, we don't see like tracking lines and just a bunch of like noise on our eyeballs. So when we're watching this is what our eyes see. But there's kind of like a lack of depth. The lighting's not as good. Like, it's just, I don't know. There's something nostalgic and kind of warm feeling about watching a VHS or watching like a standard definition TV show on like an old TV. Like, it's just very interesting. Doctor Who fandom found out the value of physical media recently. Uh-oh. Trouble in Whoville? What happened? I remember being a kid and going, let's watch this movie, and we'd have to wait for it to rewind. You know what's funny about that? Is that movies and video games have kind of switched. So movies right now is point and click starts. If you have good internet, right? If you have terrible internet, it's not that way. You have to wait for it to buffer, which is basically modern day rewinding. But if you have good internet, it's immediate. Boom. I want to watch this movie, watch it. Meanwhile, games, if you turn it on and it's not updated, it could be like an hour and that's with good internet. It could be an hour until you're able to play the game. So it's kind of strange how movies and games kind of swapped. Because back in the day, you just throw in a game cartridge, turn it on, it plays. It's crazy. It went off all streaming services? Doctor Who? Really? What? That's crazy. That is crazy.
Obviously, the point of this podcast is to be a safe space for sharing. I would say every week. I mean, sometimes it's good.
Even like iPlayer or whatever the heck it's called?
Yeah, no, like
gotta
never.
unload.
Once a month. Definitely.
Unload.
Next one.
They waited for our frontal lobes
Shout
to
out to
develop with
iPlayer.
this.
Somehow
Was
I
one.
figured that one out.
People were young. They
Yeah.
were vulnerable back in the day.
They were.
They weren't ready for this information.
They say your frontal lobe develops when you're 27.
It must be the
So if you
Ribena.
hit 27, you can process
I was able to
this.
recall
Anyone else?
iPlayer.
You're still
It
going
was
to have a
just
different
kinda
reaction.
What age do you think
Talking
your
through the
synapses
Ribena.
finally started kicking?
I'm still waiting for them.
Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I'm still waiting for them to arrive.
But all of you patiently waited for this news, and
You
the
did.
time was right. The next one says, my ex broke a decade-long no contact over this.
Wow.
Priorities.
That's
I mean, I
great.
don't know how
Ribena's
messy that
making more
was
Brit-
or why
British.
those rules were in place.
Yeah.
But
Is it?
sometimes you just need to go back and message that
I'm so
person you haven't
sorry.
spoken to for 10 years.
Hey, maybe we got them to remesh.
Please stop doing that with your fingers.
That was like multiple scissors.
I don't know what group. Oh my god.
That's what you do for like a
Is
lesbian.
that called raking?
I keep pouring more
scenario.
water into it.
Is he
Am I
allowed
allowed-
to say
I don't know
that?
if I'm allowed to say that.
Sound off in the comments.
Sorry. Today was like 9/11, but instead of being bad, it was awesome. Why we got two 9/11 things already? I'm sorry, everyone.
1,500 people liked that. What is wrong with you? I mean,
Whoa.
that's actually a respectful tweet.
Yeah.
Let's think about it.
Let's move on.
The actual Tumblr Twitter account said fan confirmed in big 2025.
And do you know what? I feel like we have a lot to thank.
That's
for
full
Tumblr.
circle there.
I feel like they have a lot to thank. How much money did we make them?
I know, true.
Did Tumblr, were they monetizable back in the day?
But I feel like that's the
No,
place our first
they're not even
fandom
monetizable
kind of
now.
curated itself, even before Twitter.
Yeah, like the kombucha that was the Dan and Phil audience, and like the bacteria came from Tumblr.
Are you saying our audience is fermented?
Am I not saying kombucha is a delicious drink to some people? To
Ugh.
some people, it smells like piss and it's a bit suspicious, but it's healthy.
It's very vinegary.
This is like the Bible confirming God.
Wow.
Someone had to do it. Oh, I like this one.
Just saw someone say Dan and Phil have been together longer than they've been alive.
That's disgusting.
I just shriveled up.
We don't want to know what's happening with
Ugh.
your trouser mouth.
That was
Oh, no.
weirdly
Ghost
descriptive.
We have lived a whole life
Just
on YouTube.
shriveled
Does
up.
it feel like you've lived an entire teen's life?
It feels like I've lived too many lives.
Yeah. I think eras count as separate lives. I've like traumatized, forgot everything that happened.
We got
prior to
movement on the
2018.
lava
Yes,
lamp.
that was just a
Breaking
blur.
news, we
What
got
even was
movement
that?
And
on
actually, I've
the
only been
lava
alive
lamp.
since I came out, so I'm actually 5.
Some people are saying that you were a different person pre and post curly hair.
Were you a different person pre and post bleach?
No, I
I'd
think
say so.
I've been just as annoying the whole time.
I'd say the bleach seeping into your brain improved how articulate you are,
Yeah.
personally. But yeah. So thank you all. There were also lots of people saying, hey, we really appreciate you shared this. It must have been really scary.
Yes.
And that is very kind.
In all honesty, it was such a nice reaction. I feel heart-warmed and not scared anymore. So thank you anyone
It was
that
kinda
gave us
interesting
encouragement.
seeing
It was a
people
vulnerable
talk about
moment
it
for us
that you
opening up
never would
about this,
expect
but
to
at
talk
least
about it.
our corner of the internet where we posted this, you know, there were some questionable jokes there in incredibly poor taste.
Yes.
But that made us feel at home.
It did.
So we want to say thank you to everybody for supporting us and enabling
Yeah.
this new era of bullshit.
And now we can touch each other without editing it out. Touch me.
I ain't reaching towards you. Wow.
Touch me.
Okay, he has no
Do
depth
it.
perception, and
There
he
we
went
go.
for the cheek.
They
That was
touched.
scary there, wasn't it?
Which
Okay.
cheek? People on the audio were like, what?
I'm so glad that we can now talk about these things.
What else could we talk about? Like, what's a good story to hook people in and be like,
It has
this
to be
is
gay. It has to be something that would have gotten us epically cancelled 10 years ago.
Something gay, something salacious. Rack your brain.
Sugar daddy.
Oh my God, we can't talk about that.
What do you mean we can't talk about
They're
that?
probably listening. Watching.
Oh, he's not listening.
Oh my God.
You turned him off.
I definitely didn't turn him on.
All right, well, he
Right.
talked about it. I think it's time for Phil to reveal the sugar daddy story.
But wait. We don't have any sponsors for the podcast yet.
Look, okay.
It takes a
Who's
while.
going to sponsor this?
I
This
don't
is
know.
the first episode. Phil asked, and do you know what someone said to him? Sponsor what?
Sponsor-
We
it
don't know what the
doesn't-
heck
they
you're
don't
gonna
know what
do.
it is.
What are you going to say? We're not going to put our names on something Dan and Phil hard launch. That sounds like an OnlyFans series.
It could have been a naked podcast.
And so today, there is no ad.
No.
In fact, we are going to talk about something that is much more important.
Yes. The Patreon.
Dan and Phil are doing a Patreon.
Yay!
Oh, yeah. This is something that people have gone, oh, guys,
We want
you
more.
should do this, please.
We want to see the behind the scenes of everything.
And the time is now right.
It feels so right. 'cause
for
there's
so many reasons.
So much
They're
stuff
joining
that's going
second
on.
Now,
try
it's
and
safe to
drop
say,
out.
YouTube is not a safe space for Dan and Phil.
No. If you look at our channel in restricted mode, there's like one video there.
Oh, you might not know this, but YouTube don't
Yes.
like anything that has innuendo. They don't like anything that is too queer or talking about mental health.
No.
And when you go on the Dan
Sounds
and Phil
like YouTube.
channel, and how many videos have we posted in the last year?
420, blaze it.
Like 50. Do you know how many we've posted according to YouTube? One.
One video was safe. Anyway, that's not great.
Wow.
We can't be doing that. So
No.
with
One.
your support, we do not have to be censored.
It's patreon.com/Dan and Phil.
So Phil, what
Founders
the hell
membership
can people
cards,
expect on
nice.
this Patreon?
Well, firstly, like, we have our exciting lighting.
Wait. I got
Get
a
it on.
Patreon button. Oh, yeah,
Whoa.
baby. Now we're talking.
We have some
Do you want to
tiers.
be excited? Tier 1 on the Dan and Phil Patreon, you get uncensored, ad-free podcast episode, BTS videos, bloopers, all the things that were edited out because
BTS?
they're too hot for YouTube.
And a weekly exclusive
behind the scenes.
15-minute
Got it.
bonus yap where
if
we'll
you
say
want to see
some stuff.
what spills out of Phil's brain at the last second.
That'll be it. Do we yearn for a child?
What the actual You're just spilling this gold on the Patreon.
Oh, I know. I feel like
They've
we
spent
should...
their gold.
I know.
No, you do it. We are going to do monthly Q&A live streams where
Uh-oh.
you guys get to submit the questions. Don't say uh-oh. It's going to be wholesome.
It's live. You never know what's going to happen.
True. And on a second tier for the people that can support us, we are going to have merch. We're going to do names in credits. We're going to say thank you by randomly showing your name on the screen.
They'll
at
be
the end.
randomized, and for a limited time, anyone that subscribes to this tier will get a founding member card.
This is an official Dan and Phil agenda supporting members card. It is a high quality business card. You can whack it out on the golf course.
You can.
It's holographic.
On the golf course.
Yeah, this is what you show people, and you're like, oh yeah, you want to see mine? Bam.
Yeah.
Because we want to say thank you to the
It's your
people
new
that got
ID.
in on the ground floor and made this whole thing
Yes,
possible.
it-
Wherever you are in the world, we will ship you one of these cards.
We will. It says irresponsible and proud supporter of the Fagenda.
Yeah.
So if you want that,
Oh
you
my
can grab
gosh.
the other tier.
Anytime between now and the new year. Now, we appreciate not everybody can or wants to support a Patreon. Priorities. So we are going to have a free tier. So every single one of you watching this right now can go to Patreon, follow us, and there you will see posts, we'll do pictures, we'll do polls, we'll ask for comments, and when we'll do monthly Q&A live streams where the members can submit the questions, but everybody, including the free followers, can come, hang out, and watch it, so everyone's involved. So
That's
we
exciting.
hope that you'll just enjoy this home for the sneaky behind the scenes of Dan and Phil.
Join us.
Oh, and pro tip, if you want to join, do it on the website. Go to patreon.com on your browser. If you download the Patreon app and do it via your iPhone, Apple will charge you more for the App Store.
We're grateful that anyone that does, you're going to keep this Dan and Phil machine running.
Thank you so much.
And we're going to allow us to make some more fun videos.
I guess back to Phil's
Yeah,
Sugar
it's like a
Daddy story.
30% cut or something like that. It's crazy.
So, you said Sugar Daddy. Everyone is waiting to
It's actually one of the reasons I left
How do we
Patreon.
tell this story without doxing someone
Right.
or crossing a line?
Can we vague it up a lot, but then still tell the story? Because no one needs to know the town. No one needs to know the name.
Okay, I'm censoring in real time.
All the time.
Something's going to go wrong. Let's
Go
go
on.
for it. The year was like...
Stop. It doesn't matter. It happened in a time in our lives where we knew each
Back
other.
in the Dan and Phil Radio Presentery Awards show era, okay?
Yes.
We wanted to be employed. We were like, yes, job opportunity is great. We need to
Yeah.
pay this London rent. And a guy reached out to us and said, hey, I represent a TV media company.
Slash radio.
Based in an expensive
City in
European
Yes, a European
city.
city. Yeah.
And
Okay.
we thought amazing professional opportunity. He wanted us to come out, do a test recording to see if we wanted to hire us.
Yeah.
And they said that, oh, they'll show us around the town. So we thought,
Oh, nice.
yeah.
And when we arrived,
Absolutely.
I'll say there was very little work that we had to do.
We turned up at this guy's office and we were like, hey, we're Dan and Phil.
Yeah.
And these people looked around like,
What?
who the hell are you?
Yes.
And then this guy in the corner was like, oh, nice to meet you. Thanks for coming.
And do you know the first thing I clocked?
What?
The Rolex.
What does that mean?
He had a Rolex on.
Phil's got those eyes on the diamonds. Okay. I am not putting
There's a
up.
Folex.
And it looked real. It was heavy around his wrist.
Yeah, he had the limp wrist of someone weighed down by success.
Yes.
Unrelatable.
Anyway, instead of doing lots of work, we did a little camera test, and
Yep.
then he said, do you want to go on a boat tour?
In hindsight, doing a camera test, was that a red flag?
Maybe.
We'll see where this goes.
And I was like, yes, do I want to go on a boat tour?
A lake in Europe.
Oh.
This is lovely. And we thought, you know,
Picturesque.
the corporation is trying to, you know, show us around.
They had staff on this boat serving us Aperol spritzes.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
it had
Okay.
staff. So we thought this is a
Okay.
legit corporate experience,
Yeah.
but we're
Hey,
really
even if it's a
appreciating
sugar
it.
daddy
And after
kind of
below
thing,
decks, that's kind of
that's
ruined
still
ever
a
going
nice
on a boat again
experience.
because I know what's happening.
They do not want to be there.
down there. They hate it. And then took us to a Michelin star restaurant that evening.
And this was a bit, you know, we don't fit in
No.
those places. Phil can barely hold
Too
a fork.
awkward. And it was one of those with like 8 seats in it. and people are just staring at you all the time. I can't handle it.
But it was just us and the guy. And
Yeah.
I think we were thinking, where's the rest of the team? Are we going to meet the social media person?
Yes.
Who's your boss? But we thought, okay, this guy's been assigned to be the Dan and Phil babysitter. Someone
Right.
has to.
And you were as well like, this is cool. Like, what's
We
going
were
on?
very happy to be using the company card, okay?
Yeah.
So we had those Aperol spritzed. We were feeling spritzed.
We did. Then we went
Nice.
out to a nightclub. A little bit weird for a corporate kind of thing.
But I think at this point, the guy that we were with, which was like, would you say mid to late 30s,
Yeah.
handsome European guy working in media.
Pretty cute.
Took us out to this meal and said, let's go out afterwards. And
sure.
You say yes. It can be a networking thing.
I said
Yeah, maybe it's like,
nice
you know,
time.
sometimes they do that if they're hosting people
Had
and
a couple
they
cocktails.
really want to get
Phil
the
yelled in a northern
sign
accent,
up for
and
it.
that didn't turn him off. And then he said, do you want to come back to our place?
Yes.
And
our place.
This is a fork in the road. Me and Phil were just having a nice time, and we weren't asking difficult questions.
No,
right?
we were not asking. I was just like, this is fun.
We were having fun.
None of them wanted to ask a question. They were just like, oh, this is fun. Let's just keep going with it.
We were enjoying making new friends. He said he had a cool view from his apartment.
I love a cool view.
So we went back.
Oh,
we had
no.
another cocktail.
Yeah.
It was about 4 a.m.
I was tired.
The conversation got a bit dry.
My social battery runs out at about 1 a.m.
Definitely.
And it had gone.
And we had jet lag of some amount of small few hours that we're not disclosing to make this too
Yes.
specific. So then me and Phil were like, you know what? It's been real. See you in the morning and we'll finish that day at your office.
Night, bro.
The guy looked a bit confused.
It looked a bit sad. And
I
a bit
would
like,
say.
what's going on here?
But we just thought, wow, 4 a.m. We've had so much fun. It's
That's a
time
lot.
to get a good night's sleep for our
Right.
day of work tomorrow.
Yes.
The day of work tomorrow got slightly impacted when Phil had a DM on Twitter
Stop.
that was just saying, hey man, did I do something wrong last night? Like, I thought that we were getting on great and it was going somewhere, but then you guys just bailed at the last second.
no.
Like, and then we had a moment where we suddenly realized, oh, are we dumb as hell?
We had missed every kind of
The
hint.
guy was hitting on us the entire time.
The whole time.
And maybe the entire time, because it turns out this boat trip and the meal, that wasn't paid for on the company card. He was treating us to it.
He was treating us the whole time. He never said it was for the company. We just assumed.
Phil, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How were you DMing this guy before we went on the trip?
He
You were
seemed
just
like a
having
nice
friendly,
guy.
professional banter with someone.
Yeah, just friendly bands.
He was looking.
Phil, for some reason, just seems like the type of person that would get taken advantage of with like a scam or something like that. Like, he's just sees the positives in everybody and just kind of like goes with the flow. And oh my gosh, I worry for him.
Looking at a couple of twinks, invited them over.
Yeah.
And he thought that he was very, very clearly going out to the club.
Yes.
And then he said, do you want to come back to our place? And we were like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we are going back to your place right now at 2 a.m. Are we going back to your place? Yeah, buddy.
And it turned out he wanted the P. I could have had a sugar daddy.
Hey, the D was also there.
All right, the lava lamp is very awkward back there.
Was
It's
I
in an
the
awkward
third wheel on
stage.
that
Yes.
trip?
He was like, who's this guy you brought along?
Oh my God, I think I actually was.
You were. I was
Don't
like,
look
"Is that
at
one
it.
of my
I'm
friends?"
gonna
No,
censor
if
that
you're
out.
inviting us over for this thing, we're doing Dan and Phil right now, the presenting duo, so
Yes.
I'm going to bring my buddy along.
I know.
And do you reckon
It's
he had
hard
a little...
launching.
I mean,
Oh, no,
maybe
I mean,
I'm open to
sure.
a threesome, but I thought I was having true love with this guy from a valley in Manchester.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
I ruined your shot with a European sugar daddy.
There's still time.
What do you mean there's still
time?
Pedro.
It was not called Pedro. You wish. Okay. So in conclusion, Phil and actually also me missing the signs.
Yes.
The signals. Incredibly clear.
It was very clear, but also we weren't used to men hitting on us because we were kind of fresh gays.
We
in a
barely
way.
left the house.
We barely left the house. We were not used to that landscape yet. Manscape. Maybe he'd manscaped just for that night.
Are we the assholes? Yes.
Yes, we were the assholes.
So
Sorry.
Dan and Phil would like to formally apologize to the European sugar daddy. I'm sorry that we did not work at your undisclosed media location and or Phil didn't move in.
Yes.
And now that is our trauma from the past completely healed. Nice.
Nice. I feel like we
Nice.
said too much. That was
Very
too
nice.
much.
This is a good example of the type of things that we will now post on this podcast and
That's
regret.
so
I feel
crazy.
exposed. I need a gulp of my
Did I
disgusting
say
shit.
something
that,
wrong?
buddy.
Oh, cheers. Ooh,
Oh yeah.
that was a good clink. Great sipping. What
Hydrated
now?
Fanny. Hell yeah.
Don't say hydrated Fanny.
PHANNY.
Hopefully you're all hydrated fannies.
Stay moist in the chat.
Yeah, we're not going to get new viewers and listeners saying stuff like that.
Yeah, sorry, we're trying to be in our mainstream.
I had to translate that in my head.
Did you learn about tablecloths this week? Because I did online.
To the British fanny.
Maybe you're close.
What do you mean, maybe? Why do I ask you rhetorical joke questions?
Why?
And the answer's always yes.
Daniel, why were tablecloths invented?
So you don't have to wipe tables?
No.
What do you mean, no?
Think about where they are.
On a table.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Think
You're
about
not
what they
making a
do.
mess. Collect mess.
Men back in the day.
I hate this already.
Back in the
Men
day.
have done nothing good back in the day.
They didn't see many parts of many people, so it got them easily excited. And
a
you
little
know,
bit of cheeky Victorian ankle.
yes, a table leg looks very much like a slender lady's leg. So they invented...
What is he lying about
They
today?
invented the tablecloth to stop people getting boners while they're sat at the dinner table. Because if they saw...
No.
If they saw that table leg, they would be erect.
You're telling me that tablecloths were invented because Victorian men couldn't stop themselves from having wardrobe malfunctions?
Yes, yes.
I'm going to fact check this right now. We are episode 1 live fact check right now. Okay.
Wait, listen, Dan.
I'm listening, and
There's
so are all
no
the people
way.
on Apple right now.
Is a fact, or is it a good story?
Tablecloths were invented to protect tables from spills and
No! It's about erections.
Well, Phil, I'm sorry to ruin your fun fact.
Your
but
weird
I can,
fantasy,
in
PH
fact,
fantasy.
confirm that that is a bold lie.
Okay, fun police.
I'm sorry to crush your dreams, to squash your cheeky, exposed ankle excitement.
What I was saying is, can a fact not just be a fun thing you tell?
And this is why we should be terrified of the future of society. Okay, this is, you know what? This is a great moment.
Yeah.
I came up with a break in case of emergency glass situation here.
Smash.
Because if we ever went dangerously off topic and needed to realign, we have a plan. And this plan, much like the name of this podcast and the inflatable chair, started with Phil just buying something off the internet without telling me.
And I'm
because
so
one
glad I
day
did.
I came into my hallway and I saw a box from China, and Phil said, I bought a gacha machine. You know those things that you put 20p in and you turn it and a little ball comes out with a piece of plastic?
I'm so excited by this.
I would like to introduce all of you to the emergency topic generator.
Yay!
Hell
It's
yeah.
covering my face.
And what an improvement that there is
no.
now a giant box covering Phil's face.
This is ruining the show.
Wheel
You're
her in.
wheeling over my foot.
You don't need feet.
I do.
There's content to make. Here we have a box full of balls, and inside
My balls?
every ball, are they not our balls?
I bought the balls. They're our balls. They're our shared balls.
Our show, our shared balls. Thank you very much. And inside each of them is a life-saving topic.
That's
for
a funny
when
little
we
power
need it
struggle
most.
there.
And after tablecloth, I think the time is now.
For anyone listening, it's like one of those machines that you get at a fair where you turn a thing and you get a bouncy ball out of it. That's how I would
Except
describe
instead
it.
of a bouncy ball, you're
Crazy part is I bought those LED lights that are on that rolly thing. I literally bought those for Christmas.
You're about to get
I'm looking
10
at 'em
minutes
like,
of
yep.
insane content.
I
And
have
because
those.
this is bougie, I don't know, representative of Phil, it only takes pound coins.
Hey.
Wow.
And do you know I don't know how to remove them. So they're in
Yeah,
there.
currently we've tested that this works. Phil has just fed £4 into this thing, and we haven't worked out how to get the money out yet.
This is our piggy bank.
So this time in a
Well,
year,
there's definitely
of
a
successful
key.
podcast
Hopefully it came
episodes,
with that.
this will have bankrupted us. 'cause
Right, give
we'll
me a
put all the money
quid,
in.
lad.
You think I carry cash?
You don't have any cash?
I don't even carry a credit card around.
Oh, wait, let
The
me
hell?
reach. Let me reach in. Deep pockets on these jeans.
I'm so sorry, everybody.
You can do the honors.
Oh, you want me to do the reach around?
Go on.
Okay.
What? Squeaky.
I'm cranking it.
Oh. Oh. Here we go.
We've got a ball.
Yes. What is it, yellow?
It's a yellow ball, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I'm cranking it. I'm peeling it. Okay, get her out of
Whoa.
here. We've had lots of different pronouns for the random topic emergency creator.
Yes.
Philip Michael Lester. This is also at me, so I don't know why I'm directing
Yeah,
this at
and
you.
Daniel James Howard.
Are you doxing me?
Maybe.
My name is Dan Howell.
Go on.
Do you know that once we were in Edinburgh and it was like 1 a.m. and then a drunk
Gotta
guy
stay
ran
ready.
up to me and he went, "Oh my God, are you Dan Howard?"
That's why I call you Dan Howard all the time.
And I was like, what are you going to say
Yeah.
to a blitzed Scottish student at 2 a.m.?
Also, your middle name's not on your passport, so it's not real.
Yeah, I forget the rules on whether or not you're supposed to tell people your
Who knows?
middle name
Anyway, what
or
are we
not.
talking about? The tension is killing everyone.
And I just said yes to him.
Read the thing.
Our new topic is... Holy sh**.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Is it deep? Is it sexual?
Laundry.
Oh. Which is actually good for me.
Oh, it's too close to tablecloths. We haven't pivoted enough. How is
you
this
know?
good for you?
Because you don't know how to do laundry.
He goes, the funny thing
This is
about
not the
laundry.
Attack Dan hour.
Right.
If you want to get into domestic, post-hard launch Dan and Phil tea, my parents never taught me how to use a washing machine
No.
because my mum didn't have a
Dan,
dryer.
it's
Okay,
been 15
we hung things up.
15
Oh,
years.
wow.
Phil's privilege. He had a dryer.
Dan says, what do I press on the laundry machine every single time? I'm like, Dan, I've told you 400
Because
times.
when I first started going to your apartment in the year of our Lord 2011, it is because I was afraid
Ribena
to go
update.
into the
I've
laundromat
powered
at
down
university
half.
because it was filled with rugby boys.
Yeah.
I packed all of my laundry into a suitcase and I wheeled it through the entire city of Manchester to the weird end of town that Phil lived in, and I just used him to wash all my clothes.
And then I've taught him the other day.
Phil's
I was like,
is
oh my
the
God, Dan's put
laundromat.
the laundry on. This is a miracle. I checked. He's got all his socks in. He's put them on towels 90 degrees.
I wanted to blitz
What
those
was
socks.
on those socks?
Foot. Oi, calm down, people.
Why don't you know how to use it?
Because you were the first person I met that ever had a dryer.
That doesn't mean you can't
and
be like...
you didn't teach me how to do it.
I do,
You know
30
how
degrees.
I'm gonna entrap this twink
Yeah.
from the internet? I'm gonna dry his socks in my
Sure.
apartment. And I honestly think this is manipulation from you.
Oh, really?
I think that you withheld this knowledge
Right.
strategically.
I've even
to
taught
use
you
leverage.
about the wonders of scent balls.
Phil likes to say things like, but I put the dryer on yesterday, so you have to do this chore for me. And he knows that I don't know how to operate the Samsung dryer.
You're trapped, is that what you're saying? You're trapped.
You have got me exactly
You
where
would have
you want me.
stinky clothes.
You are I would have
I tried
wet,
once, put the wrong
sopping
setting
clothes
wrong,
with
and my
nowhere
dad
to
didn't let me
hang because
touch
you
them.
are the only person that knows how to open the lint drawer in our
What
very complicated scary
If I
machine.
got eaten by a lizard tomorrow?
Then I'd stink. I'd
You'd
smell like
stink.
a wet dog.
They'd call
I
you
would be sopping right now.
Smelly wet
There would be a
Dan.
puddle on this inflatable chair.
There is the laundry chat. There we go.
I think I preferred your tabletop
Did
lie.
you?
I didn't enjoy that at all, really.
Anyway, you might have noticed on this.
This is the sound of
machine.
Phil wheeling the emergency topic generator
I'm wheeling
back
the
in.
topic generator back.
Holy sh**, is that a red ball?
There are 2 red balls.
2 scary red balls.
We are going to write something for each other. A punishment, if you will.
A topic that the other person
Gosh.
wants to breach at no cost.
And we're going to put them in the balls. You won't know what they are, and the other person won't know what they are until they are selected by Richard.
Who's Richard?
The machine.
Okay, the Richard, apparently it's she, her pronouns. Name is Richard.
I could give Richard some eyes.
That looks like a tit.
Maybe it could be tits.
Phil drew us an eye and it looks like a perfect areola.
Well, it's like one of those tests, isn't it? Do you see boobs or eyes?
Well, who are you asking? These 2 homosexuals.
Stick 'em on.
Why are you handing me a boob? What are we doing? Okay. No, it's fine. All shapes are valid.
Right. So, oh, you
A
don't.
little lopsided
I'll write
there,
mine
but
first, 'cause I already know what it
it
is.
happens.
He already knows what it is. Phil has come prepped for something that's going to make me more uncomfortable than lying about upholstery.
You're going to need to be
there it's
prepped
gone.
for this one.
It's gone. It
Boob
fell
just
off.
fell off. Are you,
Oh, no.
Are you laughing at your own topic?
Yes.
When the
Why are you
punishments
writing
came out
so much?
recently.
Bro
No
is
way.
writing an essay right
Okay.
now.
That's
In this
right.
paper, I will.
I
That's
folded it up.
right.
I'm going to put it in the ball while you write yours.
Forgot about
Okay,
that. The
well, can I
red
have
ball.
the pen?
There you go.
Cheers. This guy.
Okay, it's going in. Have you thought of one?
Yeah, and it's a short word because I'm a normal person.
What?
Locktober. It's in.
Now, we're going to mix these up.
Next time you see us on the Hard Launch podcast, there's going to be 2 scary red balls.
Do you want to get the balls?
And they could get drawn at any moment.
Do you want to touch the balls?
I will take the balls and put them on the table.
Mix them up.
Okay, Phil, open the hatch and
I will.
put them in the
I
machine.
want you to mix them up because people will think I've rigged it otherwise.
I don't think people trust you to remember what's happening in your own hands.
He's mixing.
That was authentic.
Right. Here we go.
Damn, Richard is tight. You are cranking that thing.
Open your hole.
Sorry, pause,
Oh,
pause.
God.
Everybody stop. We need to draw a line in the sand right now. If I say a tasteful euphemism, Phil, you can't then just say something disgusting and yeah, but you don't need to say it. I made the joke when I said Richard is tight. You don't need to be like, oh, there I go. I'm going to throw my balls into Richard's hole. Release.
Oh.
Good luck. Oh, one of those is dangerously close to the flap.
Yeah.
Who's going to get red first?
Also, if you want to fill our balls...
That is the worst thing you've said on the podcast so far.
Fill my balls with some topics, you can on our Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Dan and Phil.
And we're going to ask you guys what saucy things we should put in the emergency topic generator.
Yeah.
I love how Dan finally like said something about it. Like Dan's comment was like perfectly, on the line, perfect, and then Phil's just like goes right over the top with some gross joke. I love that. I love that about Phil. He just always takes it that extra gross mile.
Yeah, that's exciting.
And terrifying. I can still see his tip. Can you
get your
thank
tip
you.
out,
Get
Richard. Oh,
put on your microphone.
It's on the microphone.
Phil has no spatial awareness.
It's gone.
Sick. Now, the name of the podcast is Hard Launch.
We have hard launched.
After that thing that we did.
Yeah.
And how do you feel after that?
Well, I said that I felt like our weight has been lifted. You know what I mean?
And so would you recommend that other people go through this?
Everyone should do
They
this.
get things off their chest.
Yeah.
They do Dan's therapy homework of boldly admitting something that terrifies them just so that they can make progress in their life.
Just make a little bit of progress.
Well, this is where we want you to come in. Every
is
single
the
week,
best.
we are going to play messages from you,
I've
the
seen a
people
couple of these,
telling us what
and they
you
are
would like to
hilarious.
hard launch.
It could be anything.
It could be
it
a
doesn't
big
have to be a
life update.
relationship.
It could be an unpopular opinion.
It could be an invention.
And then Phil will invest and give you £1 for 90% of your company.
I will not give you anything.
And to kick us off, we got a few of the people in our life to send in these. And did they know that we are actually going to play these on the internet?
I feel like they have found out too late.
They might have done this as like a safe space.
Yes.
We said, can you give us some things that you want to hard launch?
I'm sure they'll
and
be
now
happy
we're just
with
sharing
it.
them with the internet.
Go on.
It's too late. Right, let's have our first listener.
Hiya, it's Flora here.
Hey.
And I want to hard launch breaking up with both of my boyfriends because I am so done with men.
Both of them.
Wait, what? Are we got no more context?
Those men.
I need to know.
Wait,
those men.
don't men.
I think the effing of the men is out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like that you're censoring yourself and I'm just saying I think I've said it way more than you today.
Good for you,
What's
Phil.
happened?
Let those out.
I'm unleashed.
I need to know, is this because you've had a lesbian turn? Congrats. Is it because you're just done with the current state of men?
I would say...
The male loneliness epidemic. Sometimes they deserve it.
Did the boyfriends know about each other is what I want to know. Oh. Is it like a poly situation?
See, that
or
is
it
some
a...
juicy drama right
Do you
there.
think that you
Steven on
could
the side.
handle two boyfriends from an organizational perspective, though? Because
No.
I think this might be, I tried having two boyfriends and I just can't deal with the drama.
You are so annoying. I couldn't have two annoying people in my lives. You know what I mean? What?
Just enjoying the devastating silence.
Oh, okay.
There. Well, we support that for whatever
Yes.
reason you're doing it, whether you're doing it for you or
Yeah.
them, you win.
Hard
and you can
launch.
take that whatever way you want. Hard launch into them, out of them. Next.
Hi, I'm Dave from Tameside.
Okay.
I want to hard launch my invention of sweatpants for people who are growers and not showers. Can we put some padding in there?
That's true. I mean, the grey sweatpants thing is not very fair.
Can we have a moment of brave appreciation
Yes.
for that?
And he's a grower. It means it grows.
Said that. Absolutely.
And growers can get like 4 times the size.
Can we talk about the damage and how problematic that 4 times?
I mean, I'm not speaking for myself.
Who are you speaking for, bro? What is
I'll
Phil
not say.
speaking on right
I
now?
don't want to out anyone's girth.
Length, actually, I think we're talking about.
It
Also,
could
no,
both.
it could grow in any direction.
It engorges in all ways.
Diagonally.
Yeah, I agree. How would it work, though? Would it be kind of
The
like
word
It'd be like a football
engorge.
cup situation.
A
You know
big
what I mean?
football cup.
I think
The
that the
word
grey
choices.
sweatpants trend has set an unhealthy standard for male beauty standards.
It has.
And so we either need things that flatten hashtag all bulges
Yeah.
or increase hashtag all bulges.
This
Yeah.
might be a bit like Victorian tablecloth man, but I don't mind seeing a bit of a bulge. I do mind seeing like the entire tip and shaft. I don't mind seeing a bit of a bulge. I do mind
That is Dan legitimately breaking right there.
seeing like the entire tip and shaft through the. You know what I mean?
Help me!
Because you must
I
go
can't
out.
believe I've committed to doing a podcast.
You must go out in the morning, look in the mirror, and be like, "Wow, there's."
Yeah,
the
no,
full
I agree. It's people. They're making a
penis
choice.
head.
They're making an intentional choice to inflict that upon
This
the
is
people following them on
wild.
Instagram.
And sometimes I'm
This
like,
is not.
too
Put
much.
on another layer.
The mystery's
It's like
gone
they
now,
traded
Steve.
places.
Where's the mystery?
Yeah.
Exactly. The surprise of grow, show or no is the entire point of the fun. If you don't have the appeal of knowing what Labubu you're going to get, then, well, that's the thing, right? What size of cock is in this box?
Yeah, that's the excitement of.
Phil is investing.
Penis.
That was a great one. All right.
Okay,
and let's have one more.
Last one.
I'd quite like to see you hard launch not conserving killer whales. They are not cute. They're not friendly. They're malevolent bullies of the sea that effectively just go around making everyone's lives hell. And there are people out there telling us that need our help. They don't need our help. They're sinking billionaires on yachts.
Wow.
But I mean,
did a seal send that in?
I think they might have done
because there was no name there. I think that was from undisclosed.
That was from Seal, the
Mid-Atlantic
singer.
Ocean.
Or is one of our friends secretly a billionaire and they don't want to be sunk? Because surely we want to be cheering him on.
100%. That was Jeff Bezos with a voice filter or a seal.
Well, they're always listening, aren't they? Because I get all of the ads.
Are you talking about Alexa or seals?
All of them.
I was like, what
Seals
happened
are
to the
always
seals?
singing.
Okay, they're always listening. Are they in the room with us right now?
I don't know. But either way, I'm not going to agree to you. I feel like we should make more killer whales.
Make more. They're made by people, and that is Phil's next fact, to go after tablecloths are there to stop boners.
Get
Okay.
in the lab.
Well, I understand that they're killers, right?
I feel bad for the seals.
Yeah, when they're being entrapped?
Yes.
Well, I feel sorry for the way that you look at your shreddies in the morning.
I mean,
You're
yeah.
making a goddamn mess of that thing. Trying
I
to
am.
Flip over the bowl every single morning.
Shoving them right in my blowhole.
All right, well, this is a safe space. So we want to thank everybody that sent those in. And here is...
It's so crazy to me that Phil's channel was apparently more like brand friendly, family friendly. What has happened? It's like he's like, all right, mask off, filter off, just live it.
Here is where you come in. Email hardlaunchpodcast@gmail.com with a voice note of your hard launch.
We're going to take our pick. We're going to listen. Probably won't be able to listen to all of them, but make them short, make them snappy, and let us know what you're hard launching.
Name, hard launch, and then dip and pretend you never did it.
To save our lovely producers' lives as well, if you could just write a little transcript DM underneath of everything you just said, that would be really helpful.
Yeah, like someone might download it, fart noises.
Yeah.
That's not hard launch. That's just a hard gas expression. But
Don't say
and
gas
congrats
expression.
for you. Well, some people have problems with that.
Don't
you know
say
what I mean?
gas expression.
I think a lot of people out there can't go. And so
No.
we want to encourage hard launching
Laxatives?
stuff out of your small intestine.
Sure. Colonic irrigation.
Is that a topic
more of
that
a
we're going to
soft
put in the
launch,
random
actually.
topic emergency generator?
Maybe. Let's get it in a ball.
God help us all. If any of you suggest that, I'm going to quit episode 2.
We also have the TikTok at Dan and Phil. If you go follow that as well.
Wherever you prefer to doom scroll, Reels,
Yep.
TikTok, YouTube Shorts, XD.
And if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe. That would be great.
Wait, are you doing an end
I'm not
screen?
doing an end screen. I'm just saying all the things we got that are exciting.
Phil's so used to being like, subscribe! YouTube!
Ding us.
Ding us.
Ding my bell.
Sex act. Okay.
Yeah, people have lives. We should probably let them leave and go back to what they're up
Phil's
to.
already been forcing me to make TikToks.
I have.
I regret this new era
I'm
already.
excited by it.
We want to say thank you to everybody for enabling our bullshit. This was already real fun, and I'm going to regret posting this, but that is what this is all about. Getting stuff for your chest, regretting nothing, audible fist bump.
That was very straight,
Drinking
wasn't
some purple. What should we do? A gay touch.
it? There we go.
New era.
Stroke me.
Someone's stroking watching.
Do you know
this
what?
on
I've had a
YouTube right
really
now.
fun time.
Yeah.
I like unplanned things. I'm just going to save everything I was going to tell Dan randomly and just say it on the podcast.
We're no longer going to have actual conversations between the two of us. You're just going to stare at me and go, oh, sorry, that was going to be interesting. I'm going to say it on the podcast.
Hey, it's Halloween next week. Is it going to be a spooky one or is it going to be a mildly spooky one?
I can make everything green.
Ooh.
Wait a minute.
Or is it on the podcast?
We're no longer going to have actual conversations between the two of us.
Tell Dan one time. There
Double fist bump.
That was very straight,
Drinking some purple. What should we do? A gay touch.
There. There we go.
New era.
Stroke me.
Someone's stroking watching.
Do you know
us
what?
on
I've had a
YouTube right
really
now.
fun time.
Yeah.
I like unplanned things. I'm just going to save everything I was going to tell Dan randomly and just say it on the podcast.
We're no longer going to have actual conversations between the two of us. You're just going to stare at me and go,
People made fan art of them like that?
Interesting. I'm going to say it on the podcast.
Hey, it's Halloween next week. Is it going to be a spooky one or is it going to be a mildly spooky one?
I can make everything green.
Ooh. I like it.
So look forward to that horrific seasonal yap next time and every Monday in the safe space that is the Dan and Phil Hard Lunch
What
Club.
a great way to kick off the week, though.
Absolutely.
You know, a Monday, Dan and
You've
Phil.
started this strong. Where's it going to go down? Downhill.
Clapping,
That's the answer.
but not our cheeks, unless you give us extra cash.
Thanks. Subscribe for
Well
seeing this in
done.
your inbox next week.
Follow us on all the links. Patreon. We're going to be doing loads of behind-the-scenes stuff.
And look forward to our next upload.
Oh,
'cause
here's
old baby.
here's a little hint of what's coming next.
Shirtless men.
Rodent
6
boy.
titties.
Yes.
And 12 whiskers.
Bye.
Bye.
Just it was in the recommended. I had seen this one. The Truth About the Day We Met. That was one that was reacted to. So it's not the first podcast I've reacted to, but it's definitely one of very few. Very, very interesting, hilarious. Oh my gosh. The notes, the takeaways. Phil is no longer brand friendly. He is just letting it rip. And it is a beautiful, beautiful thing because he is very funny. He is extremely funny. Dan is very excellent at running the podcast. Great MC skills, kind of keeps it moving, keeps it going. Love that. It's amazing to see them. So I've said this before and I'll say it again. It's amazing to see them feel so open and, you know, they're not having to shelter anything and they're just letting it fly and letting it rip, and wherever it lands, and it's a beautiful thing. You know, living life kind of holding that portion of your life like hostage just seems like a terrible way to live. So it seems like they're much happier. You know, obviously you don't know because you're just watching somebody while they're in front of a camera. You don't know if they're happy or sad. You don't know their internal monologue, but it seems like there's a brightness to them. Is the word I was looking for. It seems like there's a brightness to them. Not saying it wasn't there before, but boy, is it shining right now. It is really lovely to see. Boom. Leave a like on it. Link down below in the YouTube video description when this gets posted to YouTube for the original video, the podcast. Go ahead and throw it some love. Let's bring up some Dan and Phil TikToks, shall we? See what they're up to. See what's going on. There we go. Got a few here.
It's quite a hard one to close. I don't want to open the door to my private life to millions of people because I think that door is quite a hard one to close and everyone would have an opinion and everyone would somehow feel involved in my personal life, and I like to keep that kind of thing offline, and I don't think that's going to change either.
Dan and
in a way, it's very understandable, right? When you have such a fervent fan base, PH fan base, it would be a little nerve-wracking because you're kind of like, okay, if it was just Phil on camera and Dan was just this background lover, if you will, never went on camera, wasn't part of social media, wasn't part of videos, whatever, or one of them, flip a coin, whichever one of them was behind the scenes, I don't think it would be that big of a deal. They would just say, I'm in a relationship with blah, 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 and maybe they leave it at that. But because they're both on screen, it becomes this whole thing, right? Because you don't want to be one of those, I don't know if you've seen them before, but they exist. One of those families where they're posting content together and they're showing their families and maybe even kids. And then they get divorced and the channel just implodes. And it's this awkward like relic of something that no longer exists. Like, I don't know. It's weird to see. Sometimes one of them takes over the channel and just deletes all the videos or hides them all or whatever. and they turn it into their personal. Sometimes the channel just lives there, and it's this weird relic of a once happy family. It's very strange. It's very, very strange. So maybe they're kind of worried about, like, you know, just opening themselves up, or they were worried about it, opening themselves up in that kind of fashion, and, you know, allowing that to be a known quantity, a known thing. And what kind of dynamic would that have on their situation, and lots of different factors. I can totally understand why they wanted to keep it quiet completely. So I know why people wanted to know, and I know why they wanted to pry, but I also completely understand why they wanted to keep it secret or wanted to keep it to themselves. It makes total sense.
Bill, was it always gay?
Yep. The whole time. Dan slept in the other bed last night.
Excuse me.
You didn't think I was going to bring this up?
We're bringing this up on a podcast?
I feel like that's like putting your finger in my mouth.
Okay. Well,
I don't like being told what to do, so I struggled with having someone telling me what to do a lot.
you're
You know
the
what I
bottom,
mean?
yeah. It's fine. Okay. I saw a penis this morning.
I was not ready to start the podcast. What?
And it wasn't mine. And it wasn't Phil's.
I've already got a back arch.
It's more like a sphinx.
To be fair, though, a pillow does appear just like in the headboard. And everyone's like, what happened there?
I don't remember that. So either it was so f***ing good I blacked out, or that didn't happen.
I don't want to open the door to my private
Oh
life.
my gosh.
To millions of people.
The
because I think that
juxtaposition
door is
in
quite a
these is
hard one to
crazy.
close, and everyone would have an opinion, and everyone would somehow feel involved in my personal
It's the
life.
bleach.
And I
It's
like
the
to
bleach.
keep that
It's got to be. It's changed him.
Where?
There's been no so often with celebrities. They're like, I got a contract, now we got to turn up and do the pod.
I wonder if we'd be able to fake it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we faked being straight for like 16.
Maybe it's already happened. Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow, the way I lived that mic from was wrong for a second there.
Well, that was a bit weird.
It was. Do you believe it, guys? Dan and Phil, they haven't even been friends for the last 5 years.
Not dead.
So you blonde twat.
I called you a slut, didn't I? Well, do you believe that conviction, I think?
Well, that I'm a slut?
No, that I said it, I meant it.
Shut up, you silly Billy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
On my birthday. With my twin.
Oh.
That's the most f***ed up thing I've seen about. This is my nightmares.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is this not your would you F your clone, but it's two of me?
No, it's 100% a nightmare. You know what I mean? Yeah, for some people, it's like 2 Phil Lesters. Wow, wow. I'm like, shut up.
Shut
oh
up.
my God.
I feel like if we had a large office that wasn't just full of lovely people, I would try and make everyone be friends.
You would try to make everyone be
I'd
friends.
be overwhelmingly annoying. Like, no,
Now,
Janice,
Kith.
come over here, sort out your grievances. The coffee machine's fine.
Greg, stop bringing in the tuna sandwiches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of it is also like it was at our other workplace.
Radio 1.
Where?
There's been no other Dan and Phil workplaces. Why are you even trying to censor it? I think at this point in our life, there's some things that we shouldn't keep trying to censor. Everyone knows that I worked at Asda.
Everyone knows
Everyone knows that you worked at W.H. Smith.
W.H. Smith.
We can't keep code naming it. There aren't that many stores in the UK.
What if they come for me?
Who is they? Big Smith?
Yeah.
Haven't they totally themselves as a business now? They're just like airport sandwich.
This says it's T.J. Jones, which is a worse name.
Well, exactly. It dead. My Focus doesn't even exist anymore. So I sold
I appreciate the honesty. Ripping that Band-Aid off. Oh my gosh.
I got our very talented friend Sylvia,
Oh
who
my
does
gosh.
handmade rugs.
Steve
She
the
spent
Pigeon Rug.
weeks toiling by hand to make you a photorealistic Steve the
Oh,
Pigeon
I love it so much.
decorative rug.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Sylvia. That's so sweet.
How amazing is that?
So good.
Can we just for the camera appreciate Phil rehabilitated a pigeon. It had a gammy toe, and so he got the pigeon's foot removed by a vet.
Yeah.
And here you can see the beautiful hand-stitched detail.
The one-footed Steve.
The stubby foot on that pigeon.
Oh, it's beautiful.
That's
We
great.
can hang it on a wall somewhere.
Love that.
I'm going to.
Because Steve the pigeon may no longer live at our house, but now he can join us in the Faust.
Yay. Oh, what a great day. Thank you.
You've had the cake, you got to yap a lot, you talked about Avatar Bum, and now you've got a pigeon rug.
What more could I want?
No f***ing pressure for June.
Oh my god. Well,
thank you for.
No pressure for
Oh,
June. That's the problem with birthdays, is that it feels like a rivalry. It feels like a contest. Like you're going back and forth with somebody, like trying to outdo the other, and it just gets more and more crazy, more and more expensive, more and more outrageous, more and more planning. And it's like, can we just, let's stop. Let's stop. Let's call a truce.
And it looks itchy. And it doesn't suit your complexion.
Phil, how could you do this to me on stream? Do you remember what that...
Like. It's brown and it looks like a bag. And it looks itchy. And it doesn't suit your complexion.
Phil, how could you do this to me on stream? Do you remember what that is?
No.
It's a Yeezy sweater.
Oh, is it? Oh, no. Sorry. Don't buy Kanye sweaters now.
Guys, it was pre-mental breakdown, okay?
Maybe it was at the start of it if he was making this.
It was pre-mental breakdown, okay?
Maybe it was at the start of it if he was making this.
And you know it was not cheap. You know it wasn't cheap. Not the potato sack. We always used to roast the hell out of Dan for that sweater. Oh, no. His flabbers were gasted.
This is the thing I don't like.
I don't know if I've ever seen a time where Dan is too stunned to speak. Like, that's impressive. Phil knows how to cut to the core. Oh my gosh. That's wild right there. That's wild. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you know that was not cheap at all. But whoa. I don't know what brought Phil to bring that out of the closet, but put it right back. Put that one right back. That was totally uncalled for. Oh my gosh. I'm assuming this was during the birthday stream, or this was probably after they recorded the podcast with the birthday hats on and whatnot. That's what I'm assuming, at least. Oh my gosh. Well, I've almost made it through the entire glass of Ribena. I've gotten so close, and I have been adding water. It is much less deep red or purple or whatever. Although I have had about half of this. Oh boy. Too much sugar. Way too much sugar. Actually, I was looking at the amount of sugar. It seems like a lot. It does seem like a lot. But honestly, okay, there's 17 servings per bottle. Oh boy, how many servings have I had? I got to do that math. I probably had, 40 grams of sugar? Yikes. Well, I'm on a sugar high. Phil went to pick out his least favorite thing in Dan's wardrobe, and he came back with that. Do we think that is the ugliest thing in Dan's wardrobe? Probably, yeah. It did kind of look like a potato sack. It really did. No offense to Dan, who is still stunned, too stunned to speak, unfortunately. But yeah, that's brutal. That's brutal. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I would be able to handle that. I don't. Amazing, loved it. I'm glad I got to finally see the first ever podcast. It was great. Super funny. Love the different, obviously the ad portion will be the ad portion going forward, but I love the different things like Richard. That's such a good idea. The hard launch hotline. Genius. And the couple that we've seen, $3,300 for that potato sack. Oh my gosh. That is, if I ever spend $3,300 on a shirt, sweater, t-shirt, jeans, any item of clothing, I need my credit card taken away. I'm giving permission to take away my credit card if I ever buy $3,300 for a clothing item. It's probably the only reason he still has it. Yeah, absolutely. I wonder if it's going up or down in value. I'm assuming it's going down, correct? Hopefully. But yeah, he should just put that on, some website and just sell it. Sell it, take the money, buy another massive lava lamp. Oh my gosh. Love the concept. Richard's awesome. Like I said, the hard launch hotline is phenomenal. The couple of TikToks we've seen of it are so funny. So funny. And it's so neat to find out that not only are Dan and Phil funny, but the fans, the fannies, if you will, are also funny. That's so nice. I love that. I love it so much. CARLANDO was amazing. The Summer I Turned Pretty, Jelly. Hey, some people are really big fans of Jelly, and I appreciate it. It's tough to be fans of a pairing that are not particularly popular, or maybe they don't have as many, fans of it. So I shout out to you all. Keep the faith. You never know. The movie's coming out. It's not totally written yet, I don't think. So you never know what might happen. Return to the love triangle, maybe, huh? Potentially. Maybe. There's hope. There is hope. While Jeremiah is still around, there's hope. So, who knows? And Glee Warblers, amazing. Amazing. Amazing songs. The 2000s went so hard. So hard for music. It was amazing time. The late 2000s, early 2010s, the club music was just off the charts amazing. So if you happen to enjoy that time period, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It was amazing time. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Thank you for sticking around. I appreciate it. If you made it all the way to the end, you're awesome. I appreciate you being here with me. And I will get this up on YouTube as soon as humanly possible. I hope you all have a fun weekend. Follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out the store, 15% off for members. Ships worldwide. If you'd like to request your own videos, toddreacts.com. All the tiers are requesting tiers. So check those out. And yeah, I will see you in the Discord. Join it. We're so close to 300. Who's going to be the 300th member? Who's got dibs? We will welcome you. We will celebrate you. If you're number 300, we will celebrate you. So join today. We welcome you with open arms. And yeah, I will see you all on Monday. Take care of yourselves. Have fun out there. Stay safe. All that good stuff. Bye-bye for now. Take care. You're late. Yes, you are. You're very late. You're the latest late you could be. Literally the last second. It will be on YouTube very soon. Don't worry. I'll see you on Monday. Take care.